comes the big old birthday bash that, well, you've read about and you've heard about by the neighbor kids knocking on your door incessantly. Here we go.
Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Had to lighten him up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You know it. Uh-huh. Okay. Get them tail feathers flipping and flopping. Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to me. Hey, hey.
All the ladies were treating me right. Moving my feet to the disco beat. How in the world could I keep my feet?
Oh man, if you would have worked on the
Happy
production.
birthday, Magic Matt.
There he is. Yeah.
39 tomorrow.
Big Fat 39 again, and same back at you. We're right in the middle of birthdays here. Yesterday was the great and ubiquitous Rick Dees' birthday. Tomorrow is mine, and here we are celebrating birthdays together.
What a great... can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, bud.
Oh, let me tell you, happy birthday, and one of the greatest radio personalities of all time, you. And also this weekend we got Albert Einstein, Steph Curry, Billy Crystal. It just goes... And how about on the 16th? That's you.
Yeah. Well, 16th is Jerry Lewis as well.
Hi, Ed. Tiffany, Ed.
What the hell?
I don't know.
That's the weirdest Jerry Lewis I've ever heard,
No,
Rick.
that's not...
Isn't that the way? I mean,
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, all you hear is...
Tiffany, Ed.
So Rick Dees, we never really discussed Jerry Lewis. I being a big fan. You were never a big fan of Jerry?
No, I love Jerry Lewis. In fact, if you see this one scene where he does the orchestra and he's doing all the different instruments, and it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, you know the one, Matt.
Fountain Blue.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Was it was either Aaron
Cute.
Boy or one of those.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the one shot in Miami where he did it on a shoestring budget, and the production company, Paramount Pictures, wouldn't pay for it, so he paid out of his own money and made gazillions because of it. A lot like
he was on my show several times. A very, very nice man to me. He was so hyper. I wanted, it's too late to bake him a Zoloft muffin.
See, that's because Jerry Lewis was known to be sort of hyper, right, Rick?
Oh man, you tell me about it. But he's very creative.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, this is Marty, Matt's brother.
It's my brother Mart.
I met you.
Hey, Marty, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hey, do you know why the ancient pharaohs were buried with their arms crossed? That's one of my favorite bits I've ever heard. I love it.
Tell me.
Oh, I'll tell you why. Because they thought there'd be endless water slides in the afterlife.
See that? See what happened? Yeah, that's got to sound familiar to you, right, Rick?
That sounds like a Rick Dees joke.
I give you credit every time I say it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Now, Rick.
The other one was, I came out here with my wife, Julie, and we moved here to L.A. We'd never gone to a really fine, Beverly Hills restaurant. We go into this restaurant, and she says, waiter, and I said, what's going on? She pulled the waiter over. She said, waiter, my soup is cold. And he said, it's gazpacho. And she said, well, gazpacho, my soup is cold.
You see that? See that? And then Disco Duck. Here we go. Deep, deep. If you would have put a little more production effort into that, it could have been a #1 hit, Rick.
Oh, man. There's so much that goes into being #1. I pulled in every favor.
Yeah.
I did it in Memphis, Tennessee. And here's the other good news. If you go to iTunes or anything else, whether it's TikTok or iTunes, I re-recorded Disco Duck.
Oh, you did?
And now there's a new version. It sounds the same, but it's today's technology. It's called Disco Duck Max, M-A-X. And here's the good news. I went into Sunset Sound Recorders. You'll love this because you guys are audiophiles. I went into Sunset Sound. There was a Telefunken microphone, a Neumann Telefunken microphone. I re-sang Disco Duck. I'm not going to be a joke. It's exactly the same microphone that Jim Morrison sang "Light My Fire" into.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah. Did you feel like
$33,000 microphone? It makes anybody sound good.
Did it, Rick Dees? Did it inspire you to pull down your pants?
And get naked.
Yeah. So, are you in town or are you busy eating hot browns in Louisville, Kentucky?
I'm in the middle of Hollywood, and I was the victim 10 minutes ago of a drive-by spanking.
How?
And I'm right here. It's a beautiful day. In fact, are you ready? Everybody sit down. It's 68 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it is. Hey, are you happy, or do you have any point of view regarding Rosie O'Donnell now residing in Ireland? Caterers are in mourning.
She was on my show, and she was so kind. I don't want to make any comment negative about anybody because she was always very friendly to me.
Yeah.
But what I hate to see with all the politics on both sides is just let's get rid of all the bitterness.
Right, I agree.
I mean, if you talk about politics or religion, everybody says, what makes him an expert? So I am not an expert.
No. But Rick, if you were to send $5,000 to every U.S. citizen, I think you could take care of a lot of the grief.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's just see if it happens. That'd be fun.
No, I'm talking.
That'd be fun.
Rick, I'm talking about you personally because I know you can afford it. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Rick, you can start with me.
Yeah, okay. Listen, remember...
Tell me about your show now. This is different from the Sirius show, right?
Oh, yeah, a lot different. Yeah. I sort of voice my opinions politically, something that the great Rick Dees has been smart enough to stay away from throughout the years.
Oh, it's okay. I just, you've always been a friend, and you're always very bright, and you're quick, and so your humor with politics is the best.
Well, I do appreciate that. But I want to go back in time in the Wayback Machine. Do you remember one morning you were attempting to give cash to a listener, and the listener just would have nothing to do with it? It was like $5,000 or something, and you were so pissed about it because you had to break it down, and you said, listen, I'm not trying to F you here, man. I'm just trying to give you some cash. And he would not get excited.
He wouldn't take it. It's like, well, in this, where we're talking right now, there's 15 million people in an 80 square mile radius, and a few of them are wacko.
Yeah, but the way Rick handled it was it was such not really disdain for the listener. He just couldn't understand it. He said, "Hey man, I'm not trying to F you here. I'm trying to make you rich. Could you just take the money?"
There's one guy, I swear this is, and actually the police had to move in. So you'd say caller number 100. That's the big joke with everybody. Be caller number 100.
Yeah.
But this was for, are you ready? It was for $10,000. Be caller number 100. And just tell me who's on in the afternoon. If you say, in fact, I'll give you the answer. It's Magic Matt. Okay, so call me 100. This guy had a technology way back then where he could make every number go blank except for his.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he shut down the entire. Maybe he worked with a phone company. I can't remember what it was, but he shut down every line. But that looked like every line was working, but only his did.
Yeah, we call those people professional contest players, and they would win damn near everything. And I can't think of the dude's name, but it should be on the tip of my tongue.
Anthony Weiner?
Yeah, Anthony Weiner. Yes.
That's a great name. I love that name.
Yeah. Say, now what happened? Now this is sort of a loaded question, Rick Dees, but what happened to the art of radio?
Well, first of all, things are changing, as you know, and people have a lot of choices. The attention span of the world now has gone down to 20 seconds. And to test that, you go in, let's say you're looking on YouTube, and you go, God, come on. And you're looking for the skip ad, and skip ad comes up in 8 seconds. And that's still too slow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so you're saying that you can't tell a story? You don't have enough time to tell us?
Well, you have to be really good to tell a story.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah,
but
the podcasts are all the rage, and those are sort of storytelling.
They are, and everybody talks about podcasts, but you have to have a really good podcast. You have to have really good promotion, and there's just a sea of these stupid people with a camera on their face.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I got to find this here. Okay. Now, you recall a couple weeks ago, you sent me a beautiful Oscar promo for Song of the Year.
Remember, okay, will you play it?
Okay, now, hold on a second. Now, then I received an email from an unnamed listener, and they said, I think Rick cucked you. And I had to look it up, C-U-C-K. Now, you're a smart guy because you attended college, so I bet you know what that means. And so I had to look it up. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you tell the audience so I still sound stupid.
No, it's you pulled one over on me, and so whoever this was who sent me this email, they thought that I'd be pissed about it, but instead I got the biggest laugh because, well, I happen to be a huge fan of this man on the phone, Rick Dees, the greatest.
Well, the other thing is now, if you listen to the end, the whole thing sounds so legitimate until you hear do you have it to play?
Yeah, because it's the punchline. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Here we go.
The Academy Awards 2025 Best Original Song nominees: Zoe Saldana, El Mal; Lena Gomez, Mi Camino; and our choice to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song 2025, Sir Elton John, Never Too Late. The Academy Awards Best Original Song 2025, hosted by three-time Academy Award winner Tim Conway Jr.
Were you able to hear that, Rick?
Yeah.
So they sent me that one because the one that Rick sent me was starring Magic Matt Allen.
Oh. Now, right. And yours, it said 7-time Academy Award. So I sent maybe 10 of those out to people I love.
Yeah.
Man, you were on one that day.
Oh yeah, no, he was. It was a wild hair, man. And so
it was Wild Hair Day, and I sent it out, and I actually paid the engineer to put it all together, and I said, he sent me back an email saying, "Are you okay?"
And the answer would be no. I've never known Rick Dees to be okay. Well, this is
But here's what I do. I send those out, and then I wait maybe a day or two, and then I call you back, and we talk about it, and then there's a long pause, and I say, Matt, is it okay if I talk to you about Amway?
yeah, right. Now listen to me. We're talking to the man that grows wheat for an amber spirit called Pappy Van Winkle there in Kentucky. And if you're looking for a great bourbon, don't look for Pappy Van Winkle unless you can take out a mortgage or two.
Yeah.
Because these
Are you ready? Pappy Van Winkle, we have 1,000 acres of organic corn, and we grow it on a farm. Let me tell you why I got the farm. Years ago, I wanted to find the westernmost part of the Eastern time zone to do the morning show in Los Angeles at 9 a.m. there, which is 6 a.m. here. So I built an exact duplicate of the studios. I didn't think I'd find a farm, but I found a place in Kentucky, in the center of Kentucky, and so I bought that farm. Then I added acreage. I said, now for just the corn and the wheat, it's 1,000 acres of organic corn and wheat. It goes to Buffalo Trace, and they make Pappy Van Winkle. It's Pappy 23. In other words, the one that is aged 23 years costs $5,000 a bottle.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know many that can afford that except the man
Now,
I'm
let me just
talking
say
to.
this: the farm is the best investment I ever made.
Now you're
Look
not
at the stock market now. See, when the stock market goes down, land prices go up.
You're for some reason.
Well, wait a minute. Is that where you have your cattle also, Rick?
Oh yeah, we have Angus cattle.
Yeah.
And in fact, I was there for a while. I said, "Well, when do you slaughter the cattle?" And the guy said, "Don't ever use that word, Mr. Dees." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "We harvest cattle. We don't slaughter."
Yeah, I have a liver you can harvest. I don't recommend. Hey, after all these years, do you think, we're talking to the great Rick Dees, do you think you know who your friends are?
That's a great question. And I do think so. So it's funny. I had a very famous actor on my show one time. And I can't give his name, but I'm not going to talk about Mission Impossible or anything else.
All right.
I had a very famous actor on, and I asked him, I said, who's your best friend? And he paused for about 5 seconds, Matt, and he said, I don't know. I don't think I have one. Isn't that sad? Yeah. And so if you were to ask me right now, you say, well, Rick, who's your best friend? And I could say, you know what, Matt, and this is not going to be a joke, Matt, we go back to when we were 17 years old, and I met this guy at Granville Towers, our dormitory at the University of North Carolina, and we have been literally best friends. I performed his marriage. I did everything.
Wow.
He's my best friend. His name is Ken Lowe.
Yeah, I met him. A good man.
So now Ken Lowe, we were both on the radio. This is a great story. I went on to do what I do. He became a program director, and then he headed up a television, whatever. Then he had an idea. He took the idea to scripts, and they laughed at him for a while. Then he won them over again, and then they said, okay, we'll try this, but you only have 6 months. He put it on the air, and he created it, home and garden television.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
HGTV.
Yeah, nicely done.
TV. And we're best friends. We went to. I mean, he's just unbelievable. He's just a nice man.
So both of you guys can afford the $5,000 bottle.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know he can. By the way, going back to Pappy Van Winkle, so I was trying to figure out something to give him for like a wedding gift a long time ago. So I sent him a bottle of Pappy 23, all wrapped up and beautiful. This was just before the holidays. I sent it to him. Crossing in the air, coming back to me to thank me for the marriage was a bottle of Pappy 23.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Is that a best friend?
Yeah, that sounds right. Now, I want you to know that after this many years, I have questioned this, and this is not related to best friends. Do you know, after all these years, that I am truly your friend, Rick Dees?
Oh, well, thank and back at.
Did he just throw up a little bit in his mouth?
What happened?
No, he's back.
No.
Oh, here he is.
You meet very few friends in this business, and people who you appreciate their talent and all that. if we could go back in time,
Yeah.
and you would say, Rick, could you give me some advice on some things I'm thinking of doing in this business? I would take you into a room and I'd say, I want to bring your brother in here. Hey, Matt, don't do that to the cartridge. Hey, Matt, don't do so and so and so. Hey, Matt, let it go.
Right.
But you know what? Hindsight is 20/20, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you referring to your call to me at the Oakwood Apartments after moving here from New York City, and the Oakwood on Barham there, where all the transients lived until they found a home here in Southern California, and Rick Dees called me the day that I landed to welcome me to the radio station, and but for me, getting a call from Rick Dees was pretty damn cool, even though I'm going to be on the same radio station as he doing Afternoon Drive, but that mattered not, because my ego was in check. I mean, I'm talking to Dees, and that was pretty damn cool, which means he had to search out my number at the Oakwood Apartments. That is no longer
Well,
there.
that is so sweet to say. And remember, now, for those who don't know, the man, Matt Allen, is Magic Matt because he is a major, super talented magician who on his first day on the air said, I'm going to saw Rick Dees in half.
It's true. We did it.
And as it turned out, he did that and also my bank account at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sawing folks lengthwise now. It's more of a challenge. But there I am on Barham, where I was coital boomeranging with Ellen Kay. And I will tell you this, Rick Dees, that Ellen Kay, the finest female sidekick in the history of radio, is second maybe only to Robin Quivers with Stern. But and you're not going to like this.
No, let me just interrupt and say I just did an interview. She is terrific, and also is one of the most talented people I have ever known.
Let me go back to greatest sidekick of all time, and I knew that you wouldn't like this because Rick is such a happy-go-lucky, a sweet dude, and I guess I am a sweet dude, but I don't let it come through a lot of times.
Can we get back to radio?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
I thought we were talking about radio.
Oh, I was ready to throw up.
We need to get back to radio. The other thing is, I've got an Amway meeting starting.
Yeah. This man was.
No, but seriously, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I just know that it's going to be a great one. And your brother's a good man.
Thank you, sir. And so are you.
Hold on. Lori Downey Jr. is here. She sort of surprised me on my birthday today, and she would like to say hello.
Happy birthday, Rick. I just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. Continued
Did you notice how
blessings.
I try to edit that guy, and sometimes it's hard to do.
You did it well, though. I was impressed.
No. See,
You got it.
Nobody.
Hey, Lori, it's great to hear your beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
And guys, I just want you to have a great birthday.
Yeah.
What are you going out to dinner tonight?
Nobody shuts me up like Rick Dees, and that's the honest to God truth. I have one last question. What brings you to Kentucky? You're not a Kentucky boy. Why Kentucky?
But I think I mentioned it. I wanted to find the westernmost part of the Eastern Time Zone to do a show. It's at 9 a.m. there.
Yeah, but you're not going to live just anywhere. I mean, you obviously like the area, and I understand why. I have some friends who live there, and they say it's a great
nicest
place.
People in the world.
Yeah,
seriously, they're the nicest. They're great.
Yeah. All right. That's Rick Dees.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Who stopped me
I
down
hope you have a great birthday and go out there and get something nice to eat. You a big fillet.
Now, Rick, you're not going to leave this time spent with me today saying, "Gosh darn it, why did he have to go to that Ellen K? Why did he have to do that?" Are you going to do that? You're going to do that, aren't you?
Well, when you had no. I'm just going to say that these people are all talented, and I love them all.
All right, I love you, man, from my heart, and I love your talent first, and I love your inside second. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Rick Dees. Happy birthday!
Thank you so much, buddy. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! See, I can't leave it alone. I had to agitate a little bit.
Of course you did.
Oh, no, I had to.
He's such a nice man all the time.
By the way, he's cursing me right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, he is cursing me.
That son of a bitch.
Oh, I just can't believe it. God bless him, but I wish he'd go to hell.
Party the other night. All the ladies were treating me right. moving my feet to the disco beat. How in the world can I keep my seat? All of a sudden I begin to change. I was on the dance floor acting strange. Flapping my arms, I begin to cluck. Look at me, I'm the disco duck.
Now, if you think I'm doing this shtick, I'm telling you, Dees is cursing me right now. Oh, you had to bring up Ellen K. Oh, you son of a bitch. Julie, you believe that? That's why he's not a multi-gazillionaire like me.
When the music stopped, I returned to my seat. But there's no stopping the duck in his beat. So I got back up to try my luck. Why look?
Date. Welcome back, my friends, to the Big Dog and Broad Chasing Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Remember when she wasn't a big loudmouth political piece of crap? Yeah. Bet, shut up.
I don't know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
I got to tell you, the old phone is ringing off the hook today on the big Magic Matt birthday bash. How are you, Barry Goodall?
Doing great. And how about you, birthday boy?
Well, you know, after pissing off Rick Dees just a couple minutes ago, I guess I'll get over it. It won't be the first time and probably not the last, but I just know that he's cursing me, saying, I'll never do that show again. I will never do that show again. But Barry Goodall of Goodall's Country Kitchen, he's the one who visits all these great little joints in Louisville and all of Kentucky, as a matter of fact, and the border states. Yes, Lori?
Is he close to where Rick Dees is?
Well, here's the thing. Rick will not disclose his exact town because of security reasons.
Yeah, but he's that western part of the eastern part.
Yeah, I know. How tough is
Lori.
that? Yeah, ask Barry where that would be. The western part of the eastern part.
Most western of the eastern.
Yeah, where it's. Did he say it's a 3-hour time difference there? Yeah.
Yes.
Which is the same. It's the same with Barry Goodall.
That's correct.
Yeah.
He has a farm just down the road from my house.
Oh no! I don't want to give it away. Okay, but he does. Yeah, his farm where he makes the. He grows the.
I thought
the
he
wheat
was
and the
doing
corn.
hemp back in the day, right?
Oh,
Did he start with the hemp?
He's tried everything.
He does everything. You know,
he's tried to grow money before, Lori.
As a former producer of Rick Dees used to say, and his nickname was Slime. He used to say, you know, why can't Rick just be happy making millions on the radio?
Wait a minute, Barry, is it well known in your neck of the woods where he lives? How do you know?
Well, do you know that he lives in your town? Were you aware of that, Barry?
Well, he lives real close to my town.
But how does he know?
Yeah, how do you know, Barry?
Well, you know, people talk,
Well,
right?
Well, there is a thing called Google.
Well, okay.
Yeah. You know, and by the way, I mean, Rick still has his palatial joint in Toluca Lake Estates. I mean, and it is gorgeous.
Great place.
It is absolutely gorgeous. But barely holds a candle to Barry Goodall's joint there in good old Kentucky. When's the last time you enjoyed a hot brown, my friend?
Oh, probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's too long between hot browns. Explain a hot brown for those of us who are not indigenous to Kentucky.
Well, if you're not from Kentucky, y'all don't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
well, that would be me. I don't know what a hot brown is.
Yeah.
It's basically pulled turkey off the bone.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon, and then it's layered over toast. and then ladled with Mornay sauce and cheddar cheese, bacon, and slices of tomato on the top, and then baked in the oven.
Yeah.
But it's all about the Mornay sauce.
Yeah, the more sauce, the better, man. It's like it's sort of poutine-esque.
Oh.
Sounds like it.
But not, because poutine is curds and gravy, but the Mornay acts as the gravy. And if you watch some of Barry Goodall's stuff on Goodall's Country Kitchen on YouTube, you'll get a big kick out of this. He makes every food look great.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that
Well,
joint?
that's because I only go to great places.
Hey, Barry Goodall, what was that joint that I commented on yesterday that you visited because you made that food look so good?
I'm sorry, which place did you comment about?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. I can't remember the name.
I didn't hear what you said yesterday.
I can't remember the name of the joint, but it was.
What was the food?
It was a Philly. I think it was a cheesesteak sandwich, and you were sitting there with a black dude, and you were digging food together, which wouldn't be the first time. But
Okay, are you talking about that 3-foot Italian Chicago beef sandwich challenge that I did?
Okay, now that I saw a little piece of. Tell us about that.
Okay, well, there's a guy in Louisville that's famous for his Philly cheesesteaks and Italian Chicago beef sandwiches. It's called Sam's Chicago Grill out in the south side of Louisville.
Right.
And he contacted me and challenged me to see if I could eat a 3-foot sandwich.
Wow.
So, even though I didn't have much confidence, I cannot turn down a challenge. So I went out there and did a video of it. I ate 2 feet of it, but it was 11 pounds. I didn't know it was going to weigh that much, but I ate 8 pounds of it.
2 feet. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm sort of surprised he didn't finish it. This is Barry Goodall, man. He finishes everything on the damn table.
He can throw her back.
Well, it was 11 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plus, I had my drink and fries, So actually, I probably ate at least 10 pounds of food in that sitting.
Now, I'm not, and I'm certain you have done a vid or two on YouTube, Goodall's Country Kitchen, where you have visited some great chicken fried or country fried steak joints, but I don't really recall much of that there in your venturing out in Kentucky.
Well, we do have country fried steak. The best one that I've had in the Louisville area is a place called the Copper Kettle. It's just across the river in Charlestown, Indiana. But the places that are known mainly for the country fried steak or the pork tenderloins, that's a southern Indiana thing. Of course, Kentucky has country fried steaks.
Yeah.
Pork tenderloin, though.
And gravy. Of course, country fried steak in Kentucky always comes with white gravy over it.
But that's the way it should be. That's a country fried or chicken fried steak. Always white gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the best. So what do you recommend these days, someone visiting the entire state of Kentucky? It's not a huge state. I mean, you can travel to any of these places within a few hours. What is your go-to joint?
What goes with the Papillon 23?
Oh, the Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever tried that Pappy Van Winkle bourbon, Barry Goodall?
No, that's way out of my pay grade. No, nope.
I wonder what a shot
Never
would
had
cost.
any.
Oh, what a shot would cost?
Yeah.
Oh, several $100s.
Yeah, like $300.
Oh, at the very least.
Our sister said it cost like $450. I think.
You used to buy that at the Magic Castle, like that one bourbon or whatever that was.
Oh, Lori, weren't those
What
the
was
days
it?
when I was rich? Oh, yeah.
What was that?
I hearken back to those days. By the way, on my birthday here, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice if Rick Dees would send over some Pappy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But not after that last conversation.
Well, you can
with-
send one to him, and he'll send one to you.
Yeah. Well, then what I'll do is I'll have someone send me an empty bottle and I'll fill it up with something. Rick's not a big drinker, but neither is Barry Goodall. I mean, he'll unless I visit, I need to visit you, and we got to go out on a little binge-a-roo and have a designated driver, Barry.
Absolutely. I've been inviting you for the last few months.
Yeah.
I've invited you to Derby.
Yeah, see, he's
you did.
He's such a nice man. Now, because you're calling me on my birthday, and thank you very much for the beautiful, beautiful wishes. When will I call you on your birthday? When does that happen?
May 12th.
All right, so you see, it's coming right up.
Yeah, a couple months.
Tony Orlando's birthday is April 3rd, so there's another phone call.
Ryan Stiles' birthday's coming up, too.
Ryan Stiles' birthday is Earth Day.
Right.
Yeah, that's a tough one to forget.
We have May 12th, April 3rd, and Earth Day.
Right. Yeah, a lot of big birthdays. And, I found it interesting that Dees didn't know that Jerry Lewis was born on the 16th. I guess he wouldn't know because that's not his birthday, being March 14th, his birthday. And other uninteresting things. I'm still reeling from that conversation because I know he's pissed.
Yeah, he's got to be pissed.
He'll get over it.
No, he won't.
Well,
No. He will harbor resentment. That's the last time I talked to that cuckold son of a bitch, Magic.
So what are you going to do to piss off Barry Goodall?
No. Is there anything? Yeah, Barry Goodall. Is there anything I could do to piss you off?
Not come to Kentucky.
All right.
So
I mean, you can only get invited so many times before you become inhospitable.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Fair enough.
He's going to redact it.
Barry, how are your beautiful children and your beautiful wife?
Everybody's great.
Yeah.
We're about ready to leave for Gulf Shores next week. I'll be doing a series of, videos down there showing off their local family-owned restaurants.
Nice.
Looking forward to that.
You gonna
put
put
my toes in the sand.
You going to put the girls in the video?
Oh yeah, they have to.
Oh yeah, they have to.
The one good thing about having a YouTube channel is you get to write off your meals on your taxes.
Nice.
So literally everywhere, everything we have to eat is going to be on video, so I can write it off. Yeah. And if you notice, I just did a Disney video. It's titled "Everything I Ate at Disney World."
Yeah.
We literally filmed every food item that I ate there in the 5 nights that I stayed there. So it's all about the money. Got to be able to write it off.
Yeah, spoken by a true gambler. This man was, I think he was running the numbers back in the day.
What is the Gulf Shores?
That was in my past life.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. What is the Gulf Shore? I bet is it where is it? North
Like
Carolina
Galveston or
South Carolina?
It's kind of close to Mobile Bay.
Yeah, I love Mobile. I love that area, man. Some of the finest shrimp you'll ever stick your teeth into.
Royal Reds, they call them.
Oh, yeah. And I have enjoyed Royal Reds, not one to boast, when I was filming the movie with Burt Reynolds. And they flew me back out there for a publicity tour because the movie was so big. That is, I was this close to an Oscar. Not winning one, but just a statue. I was,
You and Tim Conway Jr.
A friend of mine had a statue of an Oscar.
7 times.
Yeah.
7 times.
I love Alabama. I love the South. I am a huge fan. And so what is keeping me from visiting this man and enjoying some Pappy Van Winkle, perhaps? A great hot brown, anything to spend time with Barry Goodall of Goodall's Country Kitchen. And yes, I say it over and over because if you haven't seen his videos on YouTube or watched any of these, you need to. And especially if you're a food aficionado and you like to get hungry, then this is the place to be.
And Matt, did you know that our mother, hey Barry, this is Marty, Matt's brother. And
yes.
So our mother is a huge fan. Before Matt even started watching you and picked up on you, but on YouTube. But yeah, our mother is a huge fan of yours, and yeah, she loves.
So
your
Barry, are you known as a foodie?
Definitely known as a foodie. I don't classify myself as a critic because I don't talk negative about anybody. I do a lot of research and go to great places. And if I go to a place that's not great, I just have to scrap the video and move on.
Oh, see?
So I'm a promoter.
Barry Goodall, you and I have that in common. I never talk negative about anyone either.
Oh, yeah.
Well, except Rosie O'Donnell and Bette Midler.
Have you seen his show, Lori?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have
What's
seen
your
it.
favorite part of it?
Well, I was here like a while ago when you first brought him on, and I watched all the videos.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like the
they're
double
great.
alligators.
And that is.
And then every time I'm
Matt
here, he's on. Every time
I
I'm
want to
here.
give a little shout out to Miss Allen, Matt's mom. I appreciate you watching the show.
I will let you know what I will let her know, and she watches this show, so she will hear
she'll
that.
know. Yeah, she's one of the rare.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
sweet.
And Matt, you must like Kentucky, or you never would have started watching my channel because it is Kentucky.
See,
if you want to know what life is like in Kentucky, you definitely want to watch my channel.
Yeah, I am.
Not only do I show the food, I show you the history and the lay of the land. It's a perfect videos to watch if you were thinking about coming to Kentucky.
Yeah, I happen to be a huge fan of Kentucky, although I've never laid foot there. But it is my part of the country, man, and I just
have a
know
question.
that. Lori Downey Jr.
Barry, if you were to buy a home there, let's say 4,000 square feet, maybe 5-6 bedrooms, what does that look like in Kentucky?
Depends on what part of Kentucky, but in Louisville, that would run you anywhere right now between $700,000 and $800,000.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Nothing. Yeah.
And you get a lot of land with that, too?
That would be a decent-sized lot, maybe a third of an acre.
Probably a big backyard. Hell yeah.
With 5 to 7 bedrooms, here would be about $7 million.
All right, the great Barry Goodall. I will yard arm you later, my friend. Oh, am I starting to piss him off now? No. I gotta visit. I gotta visit.
You better.
I love you dearly. Thank you for the birthday wishes, my friend.
All right, and you have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.
I hope so. God willing. There he is. That's a good man. That's a good man. We'll be this after back. Oh, man, I got the cold. I get it about 4 times a day on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. We'll be this after back. Smack me now. Uh-huh. Hit me now.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style but no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Outlaw Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
All right, my friends, my friendlies, welcome back. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitter, and the finest radio stations in the world. Thanks to my friends in gorgeous Wausau. What's up, Wausau? It appears we have a Wisconsin boy on the phone on the big Magic Matt birthday bash. Who's this? Won't you sign in, please?
That's my cue? Hold on. Hold on. Give it to me again. Let me tell you something about Wausau, Wisconsin. I used to travel many times to go to Mountain Rib, and that's the skiing resort. I guess you can see it's not like the mountains of California or Colorado, but there is a mountain there. It's the size of an anthill.
Is that right?
It looks like a mogul, but it's a great place. When you travel to Wisconsin and you ski, there's nothing like it when your snot, you could spit and the freeze before it becomes. It will be ice when it hits in January and February. Otherwise, the rest of it is great to be in Wisconsin.
Now, you don't go out of your way to snot, though, right?
Boy. Oh, my God.
No. Snot's great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy. I'm a huge fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Cato Kalin on my birthday. Yeah. What, it took you a few minutes to...
I didn't recognize his voice.
You didn't?
No.
You got to know Kate's voice.
I'm simple. I was thinking it's a guy from Wisconsin.
Wait, did you notice my brother Mart calling him Kate?
I corrected myself.
He wants everyone to know they're friends. Kate?
Well, we are friends.
I thought it was... Oh, yeah. The March, I love Marty. Marty and all that. Marty, we met actually in the service and all that, and it was Marty's policy was don't ask, don't tell. That's why he kept wanting to blow Reveille. But seriously, Marty.
What you see?
Thanks, Cato.
Yeah, I heard what he did there. Hey, Cato, first of all, happy birthday. Cato Kalin's birthday was 1 week ago. 1 week ago tonight at midnight, and my birthday will be tonight after midnight as well. We're both we're fellow Pisces, whatever the hell that means, Cato.
Happy birthday, Cato.
I think Pisces. Obviously we're biased, but Pisces are the best sign. It really is. I've always been a fan. All my best friends are Pisces.
Is that right? Oh, who is your best friend, Cato Kalin?
His name's Will, but he's a Leo. Anyway, maybe they're not all Pisces.
Yeah. Now we will see you for a little poker playing tonight, maybe, right? If you're not too busy.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna. Of course, my wife loves to play, but I think she's going to do something with friends.
Oh.
She's a.
Well, I heard she did.
She's a tough player.
Cato, you came to the living room last Saturday, and it was your birthday at that time.
Yeah.
And apparently, Shang-Yi, your lovely wife, she kicked ass.
Oh yeah, she was a monster. Yeah.
Her name now is Sophie. Sophie sells real estate license. She's on the move. Please call her Sophie.
It's funny.
All right, I will.
It's funny. It was sort of a running gag during the entire poker night last Saturday, and she kept saying, "Call me Sophie." It's
Really?
like, what the hell? Oh yeah.
What the hell is going on?
She's a nutty.
Her business card. We've been together for 3 years of marriage, and she's gone through 38 different names. So I have it keeps it interesting.
Well, by the way, that's a good thing because Shang-Yi is not that easy to pronounce.
No, and it's hard to spell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever started the Mormon church, he was never polygamous. His wife just had 38 different wigs.
Do you see what that? Do you see what he said?
I know what he did.
Hey, Cato.
I came prepared.
Yes, you did.
I came prepared.
Cato, happy birthday to you, my friend.
You too, and Matt, happy birthday to you.
You've been a good friend for many, many years, and I love this guy.
How many years have you known each other?
Oh man, damn near 28 or
yeah, 28 to 30 years now. Amazing.
A long damn time, and it was my ex-wife that brought us back together many years ago. The second good thing my ex-wife ever did for me. The first is, well, of course, my
your daughter.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cato, happy birthday, my friend. I love you dearly.
Hey, man, happy birthday. The best to you guys in Outlaw Radio in Wisconsin. Yeah. I love you. Badgers, let's win it all, buddy. Let's win it all, Badgers. March Madness.
Yeah. That guy's a real Wisconsin dude, man. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. yeah. You there? Okay, this is for you watching us on YouTube, on Rumble, and on X. The great Steve Abbott, our buddy from Wisconsin, is on the line. How are you, bud?
Oh, I'm great. I'm rolling up through South Carolina right now.
Yeah, he's one of our great American truckers, and unlike the Canadian truckers, who we also love, but of course Trudeau is he's a big fan of those truckers too. I love the way he locked up their bank accounts. Wasn't that great, Steve Abbott?
Oh yeah, you gotta love the tyranny.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we are over the tyrannic rage here in the United States of America. God bless Donald Trump. Well, I think we're on the same page, right, Steve?
Yeah, I think we're on the same page on that. All in the same book. Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, being on the road and visiting cities from city to city. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dive bar dweller who turns us on to the greatest dive bars throughout the country, the great Steve Abbott. I love you, man.
You too. Happy birthday, and I gotta get these Lamborghinis back up to North Carolina, and I just gotta keep trucking down the road. I just want to say happy birthday, and that's it, man.
There he goes, Steve Abbott, man. Good Wisconsin boy. Love you. Thank you.
doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Most imitated radio station in the nation. I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin. Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Had to lighten him up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Two tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 or 3 egg whites.
Oh, yeah.
A half a stick of butter, melted.
This really is
Stick it all in a bowl,
Isaac Hayes.
baby, and stir with a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Add 2 cups of flour, and you'll be in heaven soon.
What is
See,
it?
everybody have seen my balls. They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up, just stick my balls in your mouth. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salt balls. Put in your mouth and suck them.
Yay! Nothing wrong with that. You're a baker. You're a chef. That's what you do.
That's right.
Man, I found that guy so affable, and if he were alive today, he'd be on the phone with us wishing me, little old Magic Matt, happy birthday. Lori Downey Jr. dropped by today, unannounced.
That's what I do.
Even though I had a feeling she'd be here.
You know.
Well, yeah, but I can't count on it. You know, I can't. If I had to count on you, then I'd be in ass creek.
Are you kidding me?
Here we go.
I've been the one you can count on.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't think we
You
should
haven't
open
figured
it up.
that out after all these years?
I was going to invite Lori Downey Jr., former producer of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, to the show today, but then I thought, if I invite her, she may not show up.
That's not true.
I mean,
it would be nice to have an invitation and not just show up randomly.
well, I was thinking about. I wanted you to be here. I mean,
He wanted you to produce.
I must have woke up and thought about this.
Yeah, I wish you were back here producing the damn show. Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm good at pushing buttons.
That would have been a good birthday gift.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking news, my friends. Brand new report. Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's dog lightly died of dehydration and starvation. That's
the dog?
They call the dog. They call that breaking news. I announced that the day that it was announced that he and his spousal equivalent and his dog died. I said the poor thing was in a crate, not
He just
allowed.
came back from the vet.
Yeah, not allowed to eat.
Right, Lori.
He was crated because he just came back from the vet.
Can you
Right.
believe these are the things, though, that they throw out there as breaking news? Yes, of course we know why the dog died.
Because we all care about the dog
But
and
at
the,
least-
the eagle, the eaglettes. That one's missing. What happened to the third one?
you know what?
It's like we all get stuck on this stuff.
I don't.
Although I did, I was like, why would that dog die?
Well, no, the
in
dog,
the closet.
But 2 of them
in-
lived,
in a
and that was the
cabin.
good news. 2 of the Hackman's dogs lived.
Because the door was open.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, as long as you're not in a crate.
Right, yeah.
You know, the poor thing. I
He
wonder
was
if,
old, also.
wonder if that poor thing was trying to gnaw himself out of there, man.
I don't
Horrible
want to think
death.
about that.
Yeah, let me grab.
Dehydration
Let me grab this. It could be the phone.
and starvation.
Hold on.
It's a horrible way to go.
Hello.
Nobody should know that.
Okay, hold on. Don't go
It's
away.
birthday weekend for Magic Matt Allen. Happy birthday, Matt.
Wow. Well, I'll give you.
A hint?
What happened to my headphones? Oh yeah, I'll give you a little clue as to who this could be.
Oh, Tony.
Well, you had to give up the ghost before. Hold on a second,
I'm
Lori.
so smart.
She wins.
Ba-da, 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 ba, day, da, day, day, sooby-dooby, dooba-doo,
Dee-ba-doo-day.
Yeah. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Dee-ba-doo-ba-da.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, yeah. Jabba-dabba. Do-do. And a yabba-dabba do. What can you do? Well, I'll tell you. Don't worry about me. I'll be alright. I'm stepping out now. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing a love song. Just dancing the light. I'm stepping out now. I'm gonna boogie tonight with the great Tony Orlando. How are you, bud?
Dooby-dooby-doo. Ba-da-ba-ba-doo-ba-da. Ba-da. Happy birthday to Magic Matt. Doo-ba-doo-bap. Stand up.
The great Tony Orlando. Boy, that's a song. That's a song that I never tire of. I mean, I love that growing up as a kid, watching your TV show, and it was.
I know you did.
Oh, it's the.
I know you did.
It's the greatest.
And you know, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Hi.
You have the same birth date as a buddy I miss so much, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
And the both of you have a lot in common.
Oh no.
You know what that is?
We're both
You're
obnoxious.
You're both fearless.
Wait, we missed that. We're both what?
Fearless.
Oh, well, yeah.
Fearless.
Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah.
You know, Jerry was afraid of nothing, and the same thing with you. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but you love magic. Are you aware that Jerry Lewis was a magic freak? He loved magic.
Okay, now I did not know that. I had no idea. I wish I had known that when I finally met the man so many years ago. No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why we went to Chris Angel's show in Vegas, and he went all the time. He was a big Chris Angel fan.
You know. I'll tell you another man. Well, Chris Angel is.
You would bend the spoons,
no,
right?
But Lori, no,
And
that's
levitate?
that's Uri Geller. Lori's putting up her hands, wondering, well, how does that fit? But Chris Angel is not only a close friend, but almost an adopted son to Tony Orlando.
Oh wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're
the absolute most wonderful. Not only the most creative, hardworking. I mean, he packs that place every day and has for the last 13 years in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Every night. And you know, his tricks, the spinning that he does up, you know, the trick, the Houdini trick, etc. I've never seen anybody work as hard and at the same time be so successful in this town, making millions and millions of dollars for the hotel and himself.
Yeah.
And never failing to pack the house.
Yeah.
And never failing the crowd. Signs autographs. Cares about people.
Yeah, he does.
He's really an amazing person.
Yeah, he's Chris Angel's a good man, but it's about my birthday today, Tony. If we could get it back to me for just a moment here.
Well, you know, okay, I'll bring it back.
No. Hold on.
So let me tell you what.
Oh, no.
Did you ever like Al Jolson?
Yeah, a huge fan. I was a little young to enjoy him as a contemporary, but man, I love his. You know, he did one of the most famous movies of all time that has been remade a gazillion times.
Right. Now, the song that you just played that you love, the two writers, Irwin Levine and Larry Brown, wrote that song as though they were writing for Al Jolson.
Oh, be a son of a gun. I hear it. Yes.
Is that crazy?
I always get the coolest little tidbits of knowledge from Tony Orlando every time we speak. I love this. Hey, Tony, I'll tell you another person who is a huge fan of magic, and I bet you know this because here I am minding my own business, watching the great Tony Orlando on one of these Dean Martin roasts, sitting next to one of his dearest friends of all time, the late great Freddie Prinze, and the man that I'm speaking of is a man that I not only admire, but spent 90 minutes sitting next to on a plane performing magic with him because he's sort of knew me from radio, and he said, so man, the magic, does that mean you perform magic? I said, I do. That's how it all started. He said,
Can I guess who it is?
He said, what do you do? And I had some sponge balls. And we were performing magic back and forth for 90 minutes. Tony Orlando, I bet you can guess. Who?
Muhammad Ali.
You bet your ass, man. The
Wow.
great Muhammad Ali.
Cassius Clay.
Yeah, well, no, Muhammad Ali. Don't you say Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, right, Tony?
That's right, absolutely. And Muhammad did love magic. And by the way, he loved close-up hand magic, right?
Yep. And we were, we're going back and forth, and I'm doing the sponge ball stuff, and he's doing some stuff with paper napkins. And, I need to write a book, the 90 minutes I spent with Muhammad Ali. I grew up, Tony Orlando, I didn't know that you were close with him, but I continue doing the deep dive on Tony Orlando, although he and I have been friends for many years. But it never ceases to amaze me the things I discover about Tony Orlando and the fact that he was good buddies with the great Muhammad Ali. I grew up with Muhammad Ali because our father turned me on to the world's greatest boxer when I was a kid. So in my mind, Tony Orlando, there is no other boxer except Muhammad Ali.
Well, I'm with you. And,
well, Joe
and
Louis.
What a great friend he was. You know how I met him? Do you have a minute?
Yeah, well, first of all, Lori, you got your hand up.
Yeah, I just want to say that my father, the great Joe Krebs, he passed away in 2013, was a city garbage man in New York City. And he found some artwork in the city dump. And it was signed by Cassius Clay.
Whoa.
And it is still at my mother's house.
Whoa, get it over here.
Yeah.
That's a treasure.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
That's a treasure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, the first time I ever met Ali was at CBS. Now, Dinah Shore, if you remember, I don't know if you remember this, had an afternoon show.
Of course.
A talk show. So I heard that Ali was the guest. So I used to do a character named Kid Ghetto, a boxing character on my variety show.
Right.
So I got my boxing shorts on, I got my robe on. I go downstairs and I start doing the Ali, come on, sucker, the whole bit with him. I had never met him before. And we end up sparring on the Dinah Shore show. And as we're sparring, I'm literally sparring with him. And I came up from the floor with a left-hand hook, jab, and I slapped him in the face by mistake.
Ooh.
And the whole audience heard it, and you heard the audience go, "Oh, no." At that point, I saw Ali's eyes get the size of a coffee saucer, and he starts walking to me, and he's throwing lefts. I hate fighters who talk too much. I will hit you. I will knock you out, boy. Hey, come on, bro. Now I start doing the Muhammad Ali shuffle against him, and I throw another right hand. And, man, I finished the sparring. I'm out of breath. And he's laughing, and he goes, "Hey, Tony, what's the matter? You out of breath?" All we did was about 2 minutes. So I walked back, and I look at the camera. He's right behind me. You could see this on YouTube, by the way. And he's right behind me, and I go, folks, I don't know how he does 15 rounds with Frazier, but I just did 15 seconds with him. And when you swap sweat with a man like Ali, there's only one thing left to do, and I turned around and kissed him on his lips.
I wonder how he took that. He must have made a face because he's not.
Well, he made a face, and he started wiping his lips and stuff. Yeah. And after that, when I tell you we became friends,
yeah,
I mean friends. And here's the ending of this story. After Freddie passed away, I had a terrible breakdown. I left the business for a year. I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I get a call. I'm at my father's house in Brooklyn, and I get a call, and it's the champ. And he says, "Hey, come on to the fight. What are you doing tonight?" I said, "Nah, I'm not going to go out." He said, "Listen, you get out. If you do normal things, you'll be acting normal. Now you get your ass out of there and you come to the fight."
Wow.
And I went, and I went to the fight. I go to see him, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Now watch. You think you're making a living was tough on you? Watch what happens." And in the 15th round, I forgot the fighter's name now. They called him the hardest puncher ever. Well, anyway, he gets a shot. And he gets, I could hear it reverberate around Madison Square Garden. I go back to the dressing room. I said, "Ali," I said, "that guy hit you so hard, I could hear the sound of it at the Madison Square Garden." He said, "Tony, he hit me so hard, I visited my ancestors in Africa."
Is that right? This is one of the great things about the great Muhammad Ali is he was I think the smartest fighter who ever lived. He even if someone could outpunch him, he figured out a way to tire him out with that whole rope-a-dope thing.
That's right. It was Ernie Shavers.
Yes,
Ernie Shavers.
right, Ernie Shavers. Yes, great fight, man. Great fight. And God, I wish I love to jump in the Wayback Machine, go back in time, and hang again with Muhammad Ali because I took it for granted sitting with him, and he made his handler, the dude that takes care of him, move from his seat, and he said, man, sit down here. And he was going through the Parkinson's. It was the onset of Parkinson's, and so he talked pretty mellow. And during the Parkinson's, I heard him. He was asked once that, so you are the greatest. Are you the greatest? He said, yeah, I always said that, but I didn't really mean it. Did you ever recall that? He said, I didn't really mean it, meaning that Muhammad Ali was a showman, but a humble guy.
That's right. Well, you know how he got to say the greatest, right?
Please.
Well, so Ali wins the Olympic medal, and now he goes pro, and he's in Vegas in one of his first fights. And at the Thomas Mack Arena, it was packed. And at his fight, there was like 20 people. And he turned to the guy and he said, what's going on in that? He said, well, that's wrestling. And Ali says, they packed that arena, wrestlers? He says, yeah, there's a guy there named Gorgeous George. He goes, I want to go see. So Ali goes in and he sees this wrestler walking and strutting the ring going, I am gorgeous. I am beautiful. And his name was Gorgeous George. And people packed the place. He says, well, if he can say that, I'm prettier than him. I'm going to tell the world how pretty I am. And that's how we ended up saying, I am the greatest.
I got to tell you.
Gorgeous George used to say, I am the greatest.
This Tony Orlando is a wealth of knowledge. Born April 3rd. By the way, happy birthday. Yours is coming up in a couple weeks, man.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. And I want you to know, I know you hate hearing this. I know you're going to hate this. And everybody in the room, you know he will hate this.
Are you going to talk about Ellen K
not only
again?
Happy birthday, and only happy birthday, but I love you.
No, I don't.
Why would anybody hate that? That's so beautiful.
Especially from a great man like Tony Orlando, who cares about our vets, who performs for the vets every chance he gets. He's retired, but if the vets call him, boom, he's there.
I'm going to be there, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. I love you so much. I love you.
Tony loves it. Tony,
that's got to be your brother. Is that your brother?
Oh yeah. He loves the impression my brother does of Tony.
It's so bad, it's good.
He does the best Tony Orlando impression ever.
Yeah. Tony Orlando.
That means a lot.
Tony was born in Manhattan, in New York City, and then lived in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. Great diners in Jersey. Have you ever had the Ripper hot dog? Jersey is known for those. Do you know the Ripper hot dog? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's where they throw it in a deep fryer. Hey, I'm watching a movie the other day, Tony Orlando, and Billy Bob Thornton is in this thing, and it's the only reason I'm watching it is because I love Northern Nevada. Used to love Reno, but that place has gone down the tubes. I need to take over that city and fix it up. I'm telling you, because it's a great town, but their forefathers, or at least the folks in charge, are not doing it justice. But I'm watching this movie. Billy Bob Thornton's in there, and there you are. One of the wives in this movie is infatuated with Tony Orlando.
Waking up in Reno. Waking up in Reno.
Waking up in Reno, and there's Tony. And so the gal who has been cheated on by her spousal equivalent ends up by herself getting all gussied up. She's in the audience because she loves Tony Orlando. And it was a beautiful scene, Tony.
Yep. It was a great... Charlize Theron was in that movie. So beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I would say.
Believable.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
And you know, Billy Bob's a great, he loves country. He had a band, a great band, and he was a great musician, performer himself, aside from being a great actor.
Yeah. You, I believe your first, or at least one of your very first television appearances was on Chico and the Man as Tomas Garcia.
Yeah.
Is that where your friendship with Freddie Prinze became a reality?
Well, actually, it's the other way around. It happened when Freddie came on my variety show. I saw him on Merv Griffin, and I called him up. I said, would you come on my variety show? And I had an idea because there was a kind of a look-alike thing going on. And I thought, well, Freddie, why don't you come out, Dawn, in the beginning and do the opening song as me, and then introduce me as you. And let's have some fun with that. And we became friends. And then when he did my show, he then got Chico in the band while we were still on the air, and he invited me to do his show.
Nice.
And there was a moment in that show. I'll never forget this. I swear to you. We had lived the line. You know, he had that line, looking good, you know.
Of course.
And we always got a laugh. And so I walk into the scene, and I see him coming down the staircase, and automatically we knew to circle each other. And as we circle each other, remember, there's a live audience for Chico and the Man.
Yep.
And as we circle each other, he looks at me, I look at him, and the timing was perfect. And in unison, we went, looking good.
Yeah, I had no idea how devastating his loss and what that took out of your life. You were, you were in like you were institutionalized for a while, right, Tony?
Yeah, I did. I committed myself because I told my mother and my friends, you think I need to go to a hospital? Because I never really was a druggie. I experimented with coke for about 8 months. I hated every minute of it. To this day, I don't smoke grass. I've never gotten drunk. I never drink liquor. But I did get hooked on that. And when Freddie died, he and myself were victims of that, as very much many people were in the 70s in our industry. And when he died, it just took me out. Remember, Freddie died in my arms. The last pair of lips that kissed his lips were mine.
Oh, wow.
And it took everything out of me, because there was a 22-year-old young genius who was like my younger brother, who I loved like a young brother.
Yeah.
And there he was, gone. And it crushed me to the point where I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope. And yes, I did. I went into a hospital and for a 72-hour commitment, as they call it, stayed out of the business for a year, recuperated, and came back. But it took everything out of me.
God bless
His
you.
death
Man.
was one of the most impactful horror stories of my life.
The good news is you came out of it. You went back on stage, screen, and hit after hit after hit, and you turn out to be one of the great people in my life. And
thank you.
You mesmerize me with your incredible knowledge, and the fact that he's a longtime advocate for the military vets and tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree has become an anthem for service members. He's on the board of directors for the Eisenhower Foundation, honorary chairman, Snowball Express. He hosts the annual
And
conventional.
now Tribute to Valor.
Yep.
And now it's Tribute to Valor with my Medal of Honor recipients. Folks, look it up, please, because we can use all your help. Tribute to Valor. We take the 6 core values that the Medal of Honor recipients live by to schools all around the country. We have taken 75,000 kids on 3 C-130s to NASA to inspire them in aeronautics and space travel.
Wow.
You do good work. You do good work. And before I let you go here, Trump's doing a pretty fine job, don't you think there, Tony Orlando? Not to get political or nothing, huh?
Now we can sing Happy Days I Hear It.
There we go.
God bless you, brother.
That, my friends, is I am so proud to be able to call this man my buddy.
You know what I'm proud of most, Magic Matt, and everybody in the studio, is, everybody got on this bandwagon with him, and thank God he's in office. But I'm proud that I was the only act that called him, and the first time around, and hosted his inaugural military ball that he danced at in the first time around.
That's beautiful.
When I was getting death threats because I did it.
Yeah.
And now I'm proud to be able to say I did it then, and I'm proud of it.
Love him.
Here
Love
he
him,
is.
man. I'll tell you what, Trump's too good for us. Tony Orlando may be too good for us demons of decadence in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. I love you dearly, my friend. Happy birthday to
Love
you.
you too. Happy birthday, my sweet friend.
Thank
you, Tony.
Thank you. That is the great, well, you know his name. We'll be this after back at Outlaw Radio. Yeah.
No, I'm not upset. I'm not. Lots of people get married. Please, I'm in a hurry. Won't you straighten my tie? I'll get by. She was something else. She was. Now she's gonna get married. She's got herself carried off by somebody new. What can I do? Don't worry about me, ma. I'll be alright. I'm stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing.
I'm bringing up our mics for a second for those of you watching us on YouTube and on Rumble and on Twitter. Lori asked, why was it bad that when she brought up that she called Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay
Right.
when Tony Orlando was on with us a second ago? I mentioned the reason is reporters would continue trying to get under Muhammad Ali's skin by calling him Cassius Clay. He was so pissed off, and then I forget the fighter who would call him nothing but Cassius Clay
Oh.
before the fight, and then at the end of the fight, when Muhammad Ali is going after him, won the fight, he said, "What's my what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?"
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So there's
didn't
the
even know
answer,
this.
Lori.
Gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing love songs till the dawn's early light. Oh, I'm stepping out, ma. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Warm and tender lips that lied and told me that she loved me. I'm just catching cold, ma. These aren't tears in my eyes. So don't worry about me, ma. I'll be alright. See, I'm stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing love songs till the dawn's early light. Oh, I'm stepping out, ma. I'm gonna boogie tonight. No, I'm not upset. I'm not. Lots of people get married. Please, I'm in a hurry. Won't you straighten my tie? I'll get by. She was something else. She was. Now she's gonna get married. She's got herself carried off by somebody new. What can I do? Don't worry about me, ma. I'll be alright. I'm stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing love songs till the dawn's early light. Oh, I'm stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Yes, I must admit we did. We look so good together. Thought it would last forever. But I'm a dreamer at heart. Dreams fall apart. Tell me where's my shoes, my groovy shoes. Enough about Diana. Oh, my sweet Diana. She's getting married today. Oh, don't worry about me, ma. I'll be alright. I'm stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Dancing and singing love songs till the dawn's early light. Oh, I'm stepping out, ma. I'm gonna boogie tonight.
Trapped trapped in a dive bar on the politically incorrect side of the tracks.
Cleaning my rifle, dreaming of you.
Radio from the Hollywood fringe. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Cleaning my rifle and dreaming of you.
Scratching your audio itch every Saturday.
All right, welcome back, my friends and my friendlies. The Magic Matt birthday bash in full effect. In between the birthday of Rick Dees and my own self, my birthday is officially tomorrow. However, show a little gratitude. Or, wait a second, you don't need to show me gratitude. I'll show you gratitude by allowing you to buy me a bourbon at buymeabourbon.com. Buymeabourbon.com. What's the look, Lori? I don't understand the look.
What is that exactly?
You're
Someone has to buy you a drink?
No, no one has to do a damn thing. But it would be nice
You're
to buy
inviting?
me.
Oh my God!
He's got this going on for a while.
I'll buy you a bourbon. I'll buy you the whole
There's
bottle.
your first one. First one.
Yeah.
I'll buy you the whole.
Well, no, not the first
You
one.
know what?
We have
I'll
several.
even get you a Pappy 26.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
$5,000?
All right, you heard her.
I'll get a discount from Rick.
Good luck with that, baby.
Yeah, it's like, Lori, you know, I love your blonde hair and your gorgeous physique, but no discounts on Pappy.
But we know each other so many years, Rick.
I bet Evan Sayet would buy me a bourbon. I mean, if given the opportunity. Evan, how are you, man?
I am doing well, Matt, and I'm not sure that I would buy you a bourbon, but here's what I will do.
Yeah.
I will send you my empties, and then you can turn them into the deposit.
Oh, no.
See that? Boy, that's a nice happy birthday wish from Evan.
Oh, my God.
Evan Sayet, my friend.
Evan?
There's more than nothing there. There's something there. You know,
I'm glad
most
he
people
thought that was
think-
funny.
By the way, Evan Sayet, author of Typing Monkeys and Horny Aliens from Outer Space.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this new?
Am I making this up, Evan?
Well, it's part of the title, but what really got me was Lori going, really? I have a new book out, Lori. I guess you haven't read it yet.
No. Is it $5,000?
It is not $5,000, but it is just enough that I can afford the bourbon.
Okay. Where do we find it?
Oh, it's at Amazon.com, like everything else.
Okay.
Including our government.
Evan Sayet is one of those good guys
Yeah, he is.
in politics, meaning that he's a lover of America. He was ahead of the curve. He knew that Trump was the right guy. You knew Trump was the right guy the second time around, did you not, Evan?
Oh, without a doubt. The first time around, though, I was torn. I mean, he seemed like a novelty and maybe even a joke. But in the back of my head, I kept saying, but what if?
What if? Yeah.
So when it came to be, and then not only came to be, but came to be great, well, the second time around, there was no doubt about it.
How about this Deborah Winger among the mob who stormed Trump Tower? And forget about Deborah for a second, but the whole storming of Trump Tower, how about a little thing, one word called security? I mean, weren't you amazed by that, Evan?
Well, look, it's not only in Hollywood that you can't get arrested.
See? Good. Nice. Yeah, they did. I don't think they arrested Deborah Winger.
She's Deborah Winger.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't get arrested in New York either.
Yeah, I like that.
Could you consider that an insurrection? Could you consider that an insurrection?
Of course it is.
Okay, then thank you.
Well, yeah, but
Hypocritical
aren't you
bastards.
supposed to be armed with at least a baseball bat in order for it to be an insurrection?
But who was that who just jumped into my time?
Say with that one, that's my brother Mart. That was
Marty,
my
the person that never liked you.
How are you,
Hey,
my
what's
friend?
up? Yeah, I still don't like you, but it's nice to hear your voice.
Mart.
Oh, you like me more than
I
you
know
like me,
I
and
do.
I know that.
Yeah, we have a love-hate thing going
No,
on.
Evan.
You do?
Evan Sayet is a man
Yeah,
that.
we both love me and hate him.
That was good. I'll give that. All
He's
right?
a quick one.
Touche, my friend.
Yeah.
Evan Sayet is one of those guys that travels the country with his comedy show, and it's a political show, but it's funny as hell. And he writes books, and he believes in the United States of America. He is a huge USA fan. And how about this? Speaking of Hollywood, because you brought it up, Evan Sayet, Hollywood celebrities ripping Schumer for caving on the GOP spending bill. Can you imagine that in Hollywood there would be folks on the left that wouldn't be a fan of this?
Well, I'm just surprised there are people in Hollywood who care about what things cost.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
So that's what's surprising to me. But here's what you left out. You said some nice things about me. I'm a political comedian, and I go on tour, and I do my... But you didn't mention it. Perhaps you don't know. I wrote all three, 2016, 2020, and 24, of President Trump's Al Smith dinner speeches.
No, now stop it. No, I did not know this. Now, hold on just a second. You mean the last Al Smith dinner in New York you wrote?
Yeah, indeed. Now, in fairness, he went off script quite a bit.
No.
In the last one.
Hold on, Evan, say it. I did not know that. We have not spoken since then, and even for several months before that. But as I'm watching this, and we played little pieces of that speech on the show, I commented on the brilliance in the writing, and Evan, say it, I also commented on the fact that he went off script, and I can imagine whoever the hell that is that wrote that is rolling their eyes saying, oh, damn it, no, you messed up the punchline and the timing there. Evan, you did, right?
Well, in 2016, I actually had to walk out of the room because I couldn't listen.
No, because there were, and by the way, it came off great because, those not in the biz are simply going to enjoy Donald Trump and the jabs at the audience and so on. It was a brilliant speech. I had no idea that was you, Evan, say it.
Indeed. And you know what's funny is all three times I had a very different mandate. Because the first time he was a candidate, the second time he was the president of the United States, and the third time, well, he wasn't quite the president of the United States, nor was he wasn't technically an incumbent, but he was the incumbent, and she wasn't there. What a big mistake on her part.
Huge.
To just, and then that video that she sent in was, I don't tend to use the vernacular, but cringe.
Oh, it was beyond butt cringy. It wasn't funny in any way, shape, or form. And
a quick question for you. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go.
But is Tony Orlando there with you now?
Wait. I just got the cove again. I get the cold. I get that flu 4 times a day. No, Tony is in Las Vegas currently. He resides in Branson. You want his address?
I would have liked to have said hello to him. Our paths have crossed through the years, and we have mutual friends, and I'm such a huge fan.
Well,
it was so touching. He announced his retirement, and he explained it so brilliantly. He said, I can still hit the ball. I just can't run the bases anymore.
Yeah, and he's done his thing, man. And so he's living the life. He's writing a screenplay right now and a Broadway play. The guy never stops working. A lot like you, Evan, say it. And you must love his patriotism. You've probably known for years what a patriot the great Tony Orlando happens to be.
Indeed, but I got to tell you, it was one of the most touching things I ever witnessed. He did his very last official show, and towards the end, unbeknownst to him, unannounced, out comes Dawn to sing with him.
Yeah.
And just what a tribute. I mean, they haven't worked together as a team in how many years?
Many.
I don't know the specifics of the breakup, but to see the love and the admiration and the gratitude, it is one of the most touching things I ever witnessed.
Are you aware, since we are talking about Tony Orlando, the great Evan Sayet, who I am blown away that you wrote the damn speech for Trump. But it makes sense. I mean, it was brilliantly funny. I can't give you any bigger accolades than to say that I'm on record talking about this speech and how brilliant it was. Hey, Mark C.G. Boyer, you can attest to that.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and if you knew it was Evan, you probably wouldn't have laughed.
Well, yes, I would. I'm still waiting for an answer. For the last time I saw him, I asked him a question.
You asked Evan Sayet a question?
Last time we saw him, I asked him why Jews continue to vote Democrat.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an answer for that.
Okay, go, Evan.
I got to figure out how to do it quickly for the radio, but you have to understand first and foremost, to be called a Jew, to be identified as a Jew, when you come out of the voting booth and they say, how did you vote? I voted this way. And what are you? Oh, I'm a Jew, is different than any other religion. All right, to be a Christian, you have to believe something. You have to believe that Jesus Christ is
Right.
your Lord and Savior.
Right.
If you believe that, you're a Christian. If you don't believe that, you're not a Christian.
Yep.
To be a Muslim, you have to believe something. You have to believe the Quran is the final testament of God,
Right.
and Muhammad is perfect messenger. If you believe that, you're a Muslim. If you don't believe, but to be a Jew, you don't have to believe anything.
Yeah.
All you have to do to be called a Jew is fall out of a Jewish woman's vagina.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
And it still hurts
so
when I hit the
to
ground.
expect people who don't necessarily believe anything about Judaism, who just, I call, Dennis Prager calls them the non-Jewish Jews. Some people call them the secular Jews.
Right.
There's no such thing as a secular Muslim. There's no such thing as a secular Christian. I call them the plopping Jews. The only Jewish thing they ever did is they plopped out of a Jewish woman.
There we go. Hey, speaking.
That sounds so nice.
Hey, Evan, say it. Speaking of Prager, how is he doing, man?
Yeah, he's doing better, and according to him, he actually just recorded an audio for his fans and his listeners to listen to, and he swears he'll be back on the radio soon.
Hope
now,
so.
his physical body is not good,
Yeah.
but his mind and his ability to speak, he seems to be darn close to 100%.
Yeah, boy, what it was just a fall, right? It was minding his own business, and he fell.
Indeed, that's how I understand it, and that's what the people in the know are telling me.
I hear his son, talk about his dad. He'll come on and do little spots and say, "Hey, Dad's doing good. He's recovering," and his son sounds exactly like his father.
His son has been watching over him for years.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not really going to believe Dennis is back until I see it on video, because that could just be his son pulling a fast one on us.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get down to business here. Evan Sayet, we were talking about Tony Orlando, and you mentioned Dawn and the fact that they came on stage on his last performance unannounced, and it was a nice surprise. Did you know? Were you aware that Tony? And I don't think he'd mind me saying this. If he does, I'll say it anyway because I get in trouble every few minutes. But he had a thing for Thelma beyond belief. He was in love with Thelma. Did you know that?
Well, no, but I did read somewhere that every morning he was up at the crack of dawn.
Hey, come on. Oh, God. See, now this is why I get such disdain from Lori Downey Jr. because
Right. Yeah.
Why is it
we
that
are 14.
Why is it that you have a problem with Evan Sayet, Lori Downey
I
Jr.?
don't. I've always had his back, right, Evan?
Oh, that's what I've always believed. I always thought you actually had a thing for me.
I never had a thing for you. I just cared about you.
Why can't you lie? Lie about having read my
Make him feel
book.
good.
Lie about having a thing.
Wait a
What
minute.
does it cost you?
Wait a minute.
What's
Hang
the
on.
downside?
Are you calling me a liar?
No, I'm saying you should be a liar.
Yes, that's what he's saying. Is you should lie.
I could never lie. But I always have your back. And I... What?
Well, being a female and all, come on, Lori.
Oh, no, I'm a straight shooter. Evan, have you known me any other way?
Indeed not. And,
Yeah,
well,
right?
And so I just have to get used to, once again, it's unrequited love. Okay, I'm used to that.
Okay. Hey, Evan, where can we catch you? Where can we see your stuff? Give me every address.
Where is Evan living right now?
Yeah, where are you, Evan?
In a van down by the river?
I am in Las Vegas. I've been here for a while.
Oh, okay.
It's such a perfect place for me because I'm nowhere near the Strip, but I'm close enough that when my friends are there, I can go see them.
Yeah.
And so I live the perfect suburban life. But when I'm looking to get into a little bit of trouble and catch up with some people, it's amazing. I go to the clubs and I see people I haven't seen in 40 years because I fairly quickly became a headliner. And when you're a headliner, you don't work with other headliners.
Yeah.
And so all of the headliners all the people I started with who then became stars, well, I haven't worked with them in 30 or 40 years. But I go and I see them, and I swear it's like we haven't missed a beat.
Good. I love Evan Sayet. Where can we find you, man? Where?
Well, I am actually going to be on a book tour in Southern California through the middle of April. So just look for me. If you're
Well, you should come in studio, Evan.
Yeah.
Evan, come in studio when you're in town.
Is there any reason why you wouldn't?
I will absolutely do that. That's a done deal.
All right.
It's one of the 2 Saturdays in the middle of the month of April. My books are on Amazon.com, and I just started a Substack. So look for Sayet, SAYET.substack.com.
Evan Sayet, and it's 1 T, right, Evan?
That is correct. I
At
couldn't afford the
Substack?
second one.
Yeah,
Substack.com?
all the kids are doing the Substacks these
Oh.
days. Oh, yeah.
But Evan, when you come to town,
yes.
Guess what? I will always have your back.
Okay, there we go.
No doubt, and I will buy you a bourbon, Matt.
Okay, buymeabourbon.com. Happy birthday to all of us, Evan. When's your birthday, Evan?
It's in late October, but happy birthday to you, my dear friend.
Thank you. He is a dear friend. I love Evan Sayet. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations. What's up, Wassa? Love you, Wisconsinites.
And now, back to the exciting climax of our story.
This is legendary Outlaw Radio.
Why, Captain Drummond.
Miss Miller?
Magic Matt Allen.
Yeah, my friendlies, on my birthday. Oh, God.
Did you say birth?
He did.
I did say birthday. All right, yeah. Bringing us back on his birthday. It's actually a few hours until my birthday. It's March 16th, but that should not keep you from buy me a bourbon. Buymeabourbon.com.
I'll buy you one.
Why'd you take off Kid Rock, man?
I'm going to buy it right now. I'll go to bourbon.com and buy you a bourbon.
No, buymeabourbon.com.
Oh, buymeabourbon.com.
By the way, no W's needed thanks to Pete Coburn. And someone remind me before the show's over, Pete Coburn, my beautiful friend.
Is he getting all the money?
My beautiful friend from Oregon, most likely.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
The amount of work that Petey, Where's My Meaty, has been doing for this show over the last several months.
Love him.
He deserves it, man.
I really do love him.
And Pete,
Not a guy I do love.
So your bourbon, buymeabourbon.com, is $50 million. Go to Pete Coburn. I'll pay it.
Pete Coburn sent me a beautiful gift pack, which I haven't opened all of the presents.
Oh, really?
I need to open next hour because Pete has a viciously funny mind.
He's so freaking funny.
So what in the hell am I going to receive?
Did you open any?
You know, Tony and Beth were unaware that it was my birthday.
Oh.
They sent us a package
Yes.
about 10 days ago,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
but I don't think they meant that as my birthday package.
No, that was a giving package
Yeah,
to give to the rest of the people in the bar.
But I know Tony and Beth in Wisconsin, in What's Up, Wassa,
Yeah.
we probably want to send old
Now that-
Magic Man
Oh,
a birthday.
no.
Don't you? Wouldn't you think?
Well, now that they know.
Oh, my
because
God.
because they're giving and they.
But they gave.
If you are in the state, the proprietors of the greatest cheese and sausage,
Oh, my God.
wouldn't you want to give up the goods to your friends as well?
No. Yeah, of course.
They gave it up, though.
And well, they did. They got me
So they
venison.
were like,
they gave me some
Oh,
venison
my gosh.
sticks too.
These are giving people.
Yeah, they're good people,
Yeah.
man. I love Wisconsinites.
Yeah.
And speaking of Wisconsin,
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin's oldest gay bar, co-owned by RuPaul's Drag Race star Trixie Mattel, closed down.
Oh.
Yeah, closed down right before my birthday. The oldest gay bar in Wisconsin.
How old was it?
Co-owned 50 right before their 57th anniversary. They closed down.
Why?
And I would imagine that on the bar there, there would have been pickled eggs. Tony and Beth, I must tell you, my favorite thing are the pickled eggs
Oh,
you
my
send.
God.
Oh, I love pickled eggs.
Oh,
Well,
my
Matt, we got a
God.
big jar of those.
Because
last
with
time.
pickled eggs, you can set them on a bar. They don't have to be refrigerated.
Mastros
Because
used to
they're
do that
pickled, yeah.
in Beverly Hills.
No,
they
But they
used
didn't
to-
have pickle.
No, they weren't pickled.
They
hard
weren't
boiled.
pickled, but they were eggs.
They
on
were
the bar.
hard boiled, and so if you keep those out for some time, salmonella could.
Oh.
Well, the health
could
department
happen.
shut them down on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Wisconsin's oldest gay bar. So my friends in Wisconsin, and we have many, and seveal in Wisconsin have bought me a bourbon over the last several weeks. And
Look at
thank you very,
That's so
very much.
nice.
Yes, buymeabourbon.com. And I thank you. But maybe you could shed some light on this oldest gay bar because it doesn't even. In the entire article, didn't mention the name of the bar.
Really?
But 57 years, man. Yeah, I went to a lesbian bar one time with Lori Downey Jr. You
Where
remember?
were we?
You remember that?
No.
Right across from the old Hofbrau, the old German joint. I know I was in there with you. Yeah. Because all the
Yes.
chicks were trying
Yes.
to pick you up.
That's right.
And they were looking at
Trying
us
to pick
with
me up.
looking
Yeah.
at me with disdain. Do you remember
Yeah,
that now?
I do remember that.
Yeah, I tried to play some pool, and it's
Yeah.
like no balls.
They wanted your woman.
No balls allowed.
I was like, "How you doing?"
Yeah. All right, a lot to get to in the last hour of the Magic Matt birthday bash here on Sirius. Wow, I almost said it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing I do
Yeah.
on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitter, and the greatest stations in the country.
You give me that funny feeling in my tummy.
doohickey, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he did. He just passed out.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Had to lighten him up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt. And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah. Tony Orlando brought it up. I think his quote was, "Days are here again." Yes, happy days are here, my friends. The United States of America is starting to feel like the United States of America again. Days are here again. Waste and fraud. How are you, my friend? The great and ubiquitous Rusty Humphries.
Thank you. I got to tell you, man, I'm just sitting around. I've taken the day off. I'm just celebrating. It's like a day. It's like Christmas for me.
It is the last several months.
Well, Matt Allen's birthday for me is a celebration like Christmas.
Yeah, is that right?
I mean, I could be celebrating Sylvester Stallone today or Mike Love. No, not me.
No.
It's Magic Matt.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Rusty Humphries, a well-known radio personality who somehow found himself and his way out of the business. Is it because you're smart, Rusty?
Smart and unlucky.
Okay. Explain the
That's
unlucky part.
horrible.
What happened?
The whole fraud, millions of dollars thing, we don't need to get into at this point, but thank you.
So you were screwed, is what you're saying?
Without lube.
Okay. It wasn't
Wow.
that syndicator out of Oregon, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right. I thought they might have been a good organization for a while there. And by the way, I know nothing. But Rusty Humphries, one of the great talk show hosts, who no longer does his thing, man. How do you... Lori Downey Jr. Surprised me by showing up today on my birthday weekend here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations around the country. And it was... I would... With all candor, it wasn't a surprise. I expected her to be here.
But you're psychic.
But it was... I'm physic. But it was nice to see... It just adds to the celebration. If you weren't here, I'd be pissed.
Oh.
Yeah, I would.
And I wouldn't even know that.
No, you wouldn't.
Because I would just be here.
Yeah, because I wouldn't tell you for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But how does
I'll find out at Christmas.
How does a Lori Downey Jr. know Rusty Humphries, unbeknownst to me?
Rusty. We go back. Well, he was. I think I met you through Morton Downey Jr.
Yes, I had lost my job in the station in Chicago.
Boy, this seems like a running
left.
bit.
I quit.
Yeah. Okay.
And Anyway, so I'm leaving. I said, Mort, I'm leaving. He goes, "You're coming to Uncle Morty's house."
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. You're going to come to Uncle Morty's house, and you're going to stay in my house. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, how many times you get that offer, unless you're Lori?
Yeah.
And then I stayed there a couple days, and magically $100 bills appeared in my suitcase.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's what he would do.
Yeah, and I go, Mort, a $100 bill magically appeared in my suitcase. How'd that happen? I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a good guy he was.
Wow.
This was before me, though. This was back in the day.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
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 But he was a hell of a kisser.
He was.
No,
well, he was.
That was a crazy weekend. I'm sorry.
No, but he's very generous. He would do stuff like
He
that.
was. He couldn't have been any nicer to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just when I look back at
So wait,
guys
your
that were
radio,
nice
his
to me.
radio moniker is Rusty Trombone. Let me get this correct.
No, not Rusty Trombone. That's my brother Mark
Okay.
Rusty. I'm
No,
so sorry,
I
man. He's a
that's-
nasty, rude piece of crap. He really is.
No.
We can't pick our siblings, Rusty.
No. Oh, wow.
Just work with the drugs and not against them, and your day will go a lot
That's
smoother
right,
for
buddy. You got it, baby. Yeah.
Rusty, where are you today? What state are you in?
I'm enjoying Matt Allen's birthday like Christmas for me out in Arizona.
Love that.
And you know what? I was watching your show on YouTube the other day, and I was thinking back to like 5 or 6 years ago, and trying to think of the conversation of who told you to do YouTube and video, and you went, "Why would I do video?"
It's
Rusty?
true. It's true. No, it's true. And it was Rusty. And I said, yeah, I'm very old-fashioned. And
He's stubborn, Rusty.
I don't want to do that. And so it was you, and then many requests from listeners, and they said, we want to see you. And I said, but it takes away from the illusion,
moment,
the
right.
theater, the radio
They don't want that
theater.
anymore.
But hang
man.
on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Rusty, you would have a celebrity over. You could have Ryan Stiles, and then the Knack would show up,
Right,
and then
right.
people would just arrive, and
Yep.
they didn't want to be on camera. And so that whole thing
Well,
of
not
being on radio.
necessarily. Some of them did want to be on camera.
Well,
They didn't
whatever.
care.
But most of them did not. The Rich Tysons. I mean, there were a lot of people
Richard
that did.
Tyson.
Well, if I recall, Barry Williams, Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch, never shy about being on camera.
But did he want to be seen jumping off your roof into the pool?
Yeah, probably not.
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Especially with that gaggle of
Yeah.
that bevy of beauties there waiting for him in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people would just show up knowing that they were safe with you. They could go on the air, and there was no camera.
There's something to be said about that.
No, it's true.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right, Rusty Humphries, a well-known radio personality. Rusty, what's this I hear from the Magic Matt spies that you were recently seen at STK Steakhouse here in Los Angeles, and you didn't effing call me?
Recently would not be the key word there.
All right.
Are you talking about when I was hanging out with the Kardashians
Yes.
for dinner?
Yes.
Dude, that was like 9 years ago.
Oh, was it really?
But I would've called.
See how things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See?
It's a late rumor.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
That was back when Bruce was still Bruce.
And by the way, Rusty Humphries.
It's not trombone. And by the way, hey, Rusty Humphries, let me ask you, because you are a great critic of comedy and radio and thespianism. Don't you think that trombone bit is overplayed?
I only said it once.
I said overplayed. Mark, just follow me on
I've
this.
never even heard it my entire life, so
Okay.
I'm glad you've come up with it.
Anyway, why indeed were you hanging out with the Kardashians? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to. Their dad at the time was a big listener to my show.
Okay.
Great
and they wanted to
attorney.
meet me so I could meet their dad.
Yeah.
And their dad was Bruce Jenner. It's like, oh, come on, Bruce Jenner doesn't know who I am. No, he's your biggest fan. And I became very good friends with Bruce Jenner for a long time.
You talking about the attorney, Lori?
Yeah, but they're talking about Jenner, and they're talking about Jenner, and Bruce Jenner would have been a Rusty Humphries fan doing conservative radio throughout the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a super conservative guy. He used to call up. I'll tell you one great idea. He says, Rusty, can you get a hold of the Romney people back when Romney was running for president? Yeah. He goes, I got a great idea. Okay, what's your idea? Romney meets the Kardashians. I'm telling you, if Mitt Romney comes to our house for dinner, we tape it on TV, they'll turn him. The girls are conservative, Rusty, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I called the Romney people, and they went, no, we want to lose really bad. Forget it. Click.
No, it's right. Boy, and they did. But, man, did we side? Did we jump out of the way of a bullet with Romney? I mean, do you still feel that way, Rusty? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I listen, here, as a radio guy, here's one you'll appreciate. I'm doing a show, and somehow we got cut off, and 5 minutes later, he somehow got through the switchboard and everything and called back and apologized. He was really nice. But that being said, yeah, I think we dodged a big bullet on that one.
Yeah, we don't need another Bush in office, and that's Romney.
Yeah. Well, there was this talk show host I worked with once. Nice guy, not a great talk show host, but nice guy. His name's Mike. We used to hang out. Me and Mike might hang out. And one day he goes, "I'm going to run for office." Mike, you ain't going to run for no office. You're a talk show host. Talk show hosts don't win. No, I think I can win. Mike, I'm telling you can't win. No, Rusty, I think I win. Mike Pence, you've got no chance, man. You're a talk show host.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah.
I got to say something because I thought I was going nuts here for a second.
Lori Downey Jr., yes?
So the Kardashians' father was Bobby. He was an attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I knew Bobby back in the day.
Yeah.
Great attorney.
Right. Stepdad.
And he ran R&R, or owned it, which I didn't
Bruce Jenner, I knew Bruce Jenner separately from Bobby Kardashian.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you wanted to meet who as their father? Was it Bruce Jenner as a stepfather? Like I'm so confused.
No, they wanted to meet Rusty.
Oh, they wanted to meet you.
Yes.
Was it Bruce?
They introduced me to Bruce.
Oh.
Robert had already passed away.
Yes.
And
did you know him?
Did what?
Did you ever meet Bobby?
No.
Oh.
I got to tell you, this the fetching Lori Downey Jr. is rather full of vim and vinegar today.
No, because I'm just like curious because I'm like searching my mind. It's like I knew the father and I knew Bruce Jenner and I knew when he met the mother.
She was trying to bust Evan Sayet's balls a few minutes ago.
I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Is Evan there?
Yeah, no, he was here a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Everybody's here.
You know what's funny? Everybody that comes on, they ask about the last person.
Are they there?
Are they there?
Is Tony Orlando there
Tony
right now?
Orlando here?
Is Tony?
Now, have you already had Tony on the show today?
Yeah, Tony was on. Yeah.
Is he not the greatest guy of all time?
He's wonderful.
About the greatest guy of all time. As a matter of fact, 100%.
He's wonderful.
He is.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So hey. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, when I was doing a show in Reno, at first I was kind of a jerk. Hey, where's Dawn? I'm really funny.
Right.
And then we go off the air and we start talking about veteran stuff. And my father was killed in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And so we started talking about that, and we were talking about my musical career and stuff. And he said, "I'll tell you what, you do a veterans concert in Reno, and I'll open for you for free."
Love that.
Tony Orlando, don't you say that because I'll do it.
Yeah.
And we ended up sold out a place. We outsold Journey the next night.
Is that right?
Yeah. And
Rusty,
Rusty,
what's your instrument of choice? What's your instrument?
I'm a singer.
Oh, you're a singer.
What's the name of your band?
Yeah.
It was no band. We just did the Rusty Henry Salute to the American Veteran. But
nice.
It was. Nice. Me lowered from the ceiling wearing an Uncle Sam costume, cigar, with a 100-piece orchestra doing.
I saw some of that.
America.
I saw some of that. The guy's great, man. The guy's a showman, and no, Mart, he does not play the trombone.
Well,
all right.
Now, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking he played the chain.
The trombone joke in one show.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. No. Hey.
Any truth to the rumor, Rusty Humphreys, that the ghost of the great one might be there, willing, in fact, more than willing, but gracious enough to give up his happy birthday wishes to yours truly, and I'm talking about the great one of radio, the great Rush Limbaugh, because I know that you were buddies for many, many years, and I'm searching my soul and wondering if somewhere in that plantation of yours in Arizona might be sort of wafting about the great Rush Limbaugh.
With his talent on loan from God?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all you do now? Is that all?
That's all you got?
I haven't done that. Hey, let's do an impression from 15 years ago, Rusty.
I do
I'm not Rich Little. This is why I'm out of work.
This Rusty Humphreys used to do a spot-on Rush Limbaugh.
I remember that. It was brilliant.
And he's the one who sort of mentioned to Rush one day, you ought to do parody songs, make them political parody songs. And Rush sort of liked the idea, didn't he, Rusty?
Yeah, young man, what would I do? How would I even introduce it? I said, I don't care. It's the Rush Limbaugh singers. I don't care. And so I did a song called Bomb Iraq. Bomb, 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 Iraq.
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was me,
Yeah.
and he played that, and that's where we kind of got started doing stuff together.
So are we happy that Rosie O'Dummy moved to Ireland?
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Ireland is not.
Yeah, really, the Irish are
Like,
going.
what is the reason she moved to Ireland?
Because she's an idiot.
No, I'll tell you why. Because, Lori,
Yeah.
let me break this down for you,
Sure.
and then I want Rusty Humphreys to add on. Because all of her rights were taken away.
Yeah.
Right, Rusty? All of her rights. Which rights specifically? Rusty will break this down
Oh,
for
okay.
Yeah, there was no rights, but I'll tell you what, if there was one person that should move, it's probably her. That one I get.
So Barbara Streisand and Cher, are they going to Ireland also?
I hope so.
No, but Ellen went to the UK.
Oh, she did?
you. Yeah, but don't you think it has a little something to do with a little...
P. Diddy?
Yeah, a little P. Diddy miscreantation
Oh,
and so
yeah.
on. Huh?
She got the hell out.
Is she named?
That's what I'm thinking.
She took her
man.
Porsche with her, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just worried about the new potato famine that's about to happen in Ireland. Now that Rosie's
Yeah. You know, I will tell you that caterers here in Southern California and the United States of America are in mourning.
They're going to go broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's a more worthless piece of crap, if I might be so bold. See, and this is why Rick Dees is still cursing me after the first hour of the show.
See?
It's like, Matt, you can't keep it in. You
Yeah.
can't keep
Let it out.
Gosh darn it, Matt! It's like, this is why your career.
Do you really think
this is why your career's in the toilet? This is. Oh yeah. He won't say anything for a while, and then I'll get some nasty email from him. Oh, yeah.
Why did you have to bring Ellen up, man?
Why did you have to bring Ellen and talk about coetal boomerang? Why did you do that? Why?
Because you're funny?
I just thought it was a good idea.
Rick he did balk at that a little bit.
A little bit.
There was silence.
Believe me, I know. Okay. So are you privy to this? Are you keeping up with all the political machinations, the great Rusty Humphreys, pretty much?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what's weird is all the guys I started out with or have known forever have all moved up and now are part of the administration. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah. Like who?
Like
who?
Marco Rubio forever. He's now Secretary of State. I know Tammy Bruce for 20-something years.
Love her.
She's, So, I mean, there's all these people that I've known that are just, kind of running the show, and now I know numbers that will never pick up for me anymore.
No. It's never over. And let me ask you this. Tammy Bruce, does she have a sense of humor where I could say, Tammy, you're one of my favorite canyon yodelers? Would she find that funny? All right, let me
Tammy's great. She's serious.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I sort of get that impression. I have great respect for that broad. And yes, I call her a broad. Do you think she'd be offended by me calling her a broad?
Of course.
All right.
No.
Now, okay, so this dude appeared on an Australian talk show, singer-songwriter / activist Bob Geldof. Did you watch this? It's a quickie. He lashed out at Donald Trump and Elon Musk's cost-cutting effort. Sounded like this.
Creeps like Trump and Musk have sucked out all of that generosity out of the air, The most powerful man on the planet, the richest man in the world, have decided to take away any of the life support systems of the poorest children on the planet. Quite literally take the last food from their mouth. Quite literally take the bandages off the gang-raped woman. Quite literally stop AIDS, 5 million AIDS sufferers getting their thing. So they will die in a matter of weeks.
Wow. This is the USAID cuts
This is Trump and Musk and all those other creeps.
And then Geldof crawled back into his tomb. Listen, Geldof, we know you organized Live Aid, and that was 40 years ago. But if you really believe all of those causes you just mentioned are of the utmost importance, dip into your 150 million stash and fund them. Prove that you are not a creep.
Step up.
And cough up your Pink Floyd money. How can any self-proclaimed activist be taken seriously when they have that much money but call on people who are just getting by to give? What do you think about that Geldof there, Rusty Humphreys?
Look, I've actually been to Africa.
Yeah.
A couple of times. And I was with a group that had something to do with USAID one time. So I meet this kid, and this kid was a slave yesterday. Okay?
Wow.
He was probably the slave owner's son. His mom and him were able to escape. He's blind in one eye and's got a bone sticking out of his leg. He's probably 13.
Which means the Democrats will not be applauding for this poor young man.
There you go. They kill them. If they're slaves, they kill the boys when they're about 16 because they could fight back. So I'm sitting there looking at this kid, and I give him a bottle of water and a pack of beef jerky. And it was like I hand him the keys to a Ferrari. He couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Okay? So then the USAID guy comes up. He starts giving a speech. We're taking this child back to America. And if it wasn't for us, he is going to die. He's going to die if it's not for us, and we are going to save his life. And oh, yay, good for you. Oh, this is fantastic. So 2 days later, we're on the plane. I see the guy, the USAID guy, on my flight. He's in first class, of course, down in Champaign.
Of course he is. Yes.
Where's the kid? Oh, yeah, we couldn't. And that's what it's like all over the place.
Because there are so many full of crap people in government and these government agencies, and finally Trump and Musk and those who know what they're doing are taking care of business. So, of course, Rusty Humphreys, the Democrats are pissed off. But don't you believe the vast majority of Americans are sort of getting this now and understanding what's going on?
I hope so. Here's my concern.
Yeah.
Republicans are getting real cocky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, we're going to win forever. Democrats are never coming back from this.
Wait, let me
evil out.
Rusty, let me stop you right there. I am in your camp. I'm thinking the same damn thing. Don't get too cocky.
Humble yourself a little bit.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah.
This thing with
nobody does payback better than Democrats.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
You know why? Because they're nasty, sick, and twisted sons of bitches.
Yeah. Here's a good impression. Matt, you like my impressions, right?
I love your impressions, Rusty Humphreys.
All right. Here's my best impression of during the Obama administration when the IRS was going after Tea Party people.
Yeah.
We're the IRS. Can we come in now? That happened to me.
Hold on a second. There was someone either calling on your line or my line.
Calling on your line.
And so do that again.
Okay, I'll do my impression again. Excuse me. All right, hold on. This is at my house during the Obama administration when they were coming to Tea Party leaders' houses. We're the IRS. Can we come in? IRS came to my house, Matt. My house.
Right.
Why?
Oh, but Democrats don't know nothing.
Wait a minute, Rusty. They knocked on your door. They came.
But why would they come over to your house?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Because I was one of the leaders of the Tea Party group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're nasty.
And what the hell did they do? Did you invite them in?
No, I talked to them outside, but that began a nice 5-year
Hang on a second.
relationship.
Did you write a check, or were you a signature on a check or something that the IRS was coming
He just
after you?
said what he was.
Tea Party, but
No.
did you weren't any of that?
The whole thing was about shutting us down.
Yep.
It was about fear, using the government.
That's what they
to
do.
Here comes a man in
what they
black.
want.
Yep.
And it's like I didn't do anything, and then magically they happened to go to another guy in the office went to his house too. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, of course. No, they are the Gestapo. They are not fans of what we do, which happens to be a love for the United States of America. And pulling your AOC, are you listening? Pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps. And by the way, don't count AOC out. She is becoming more prominent every day. Agree or disagree, Rusty Humphreys?
Absolutely, and I will agree, and I hate to admit it, she is kind of hot.
Oh no, she's hot as hell,
dude.
We've all
Yes.
seen her dancing on that roof. She's hot as hell.
How about her kitchen floor?
But what a nasty, deranged piece of crap. Rusty Humphreys, thank you for the birthday wishes and thank you for your time, man. I love
Happy
this
birthday,
guy.
brother. Take
Hey,
care. Bye-bye.
well, hold on, don't hang up yet. I'm inviting you over to the house. I have a room for you. Okay? On a Saturday, you
Okay.
stay the weekend. All right?
All right, as long as and I'll bring a trombone.
Okay.
All right, Rusty.
Yes, yes. And by the way, as my gift to you, a little spooning. Just
Oh, thank you.
a little spooning. I love this Rusty Humphreys. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Outlaw Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Magic Matt's birthday bash. Yeah, yeah. Day before my birthday. Tonight at midnight, it's still not my birthday. 11:58 and a half p.m. tomorrow is my birthday. It's I just missed St. Patrick's Day by that much. And a man that knows St. Patrick's Day and all things Irish, Bobby Hayes, Captain Stryker from Airplane 1 and 2. How are you, booby?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boy. Happy today, old Matthew. All you can say is oi.
Oi. I got to tell you, Bobby Hayes, Captain Stryker from Airplane 1 and 2, and should have been 3. You know, should have been 3. It's not. It's
Gotta kick me in the butt now. Gotta kick me in the butt.
He still looks damn near like he did. He looks like Robert Hayes.
Yeah.
You recognize him. I mean, you're recognized everywhere on the islands there of Hawaii where you now reside. They know you, right? Instantly.
Not a bit.
That's not.
No,
that's
he's
not-
always so humble.
No, that's not true.
They go to the beach here. They don't watch movies or television or anything. They go to the beach.
Hey, your buddy made a surprise visit here today. Lori Downey Jr.'s here, Robert.
Lori.
Hi, Robert.
Lori, how you doing, honey?
I love you, hon.
I can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah, we did a great song back in the day.
Yeah, what was that called?
Back in the day. Oh, man.
Well, say, well,
God, who knows?
No. What was it called so I can look it up?
Oh,
What's it under, Lori? Because that's
Hunk a chunk of burning man? No.
No, it's
Bushman.
Bushman.
Okay.
It's under Bushman.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Bobby, that was so much fun.
Hold on. I want to find this.
You guys did the best version of Bushman.
I know. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Bushman.
All right, here we go. This was
Yeah.
This was late into the morning after a drunken Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio
It's so much fun.
back in the day.
Well, that was the only one because that's never been known to happen.
No.
Very rare.
No.
Very, very rare.
No Amber.
I don't even think we were saying Bushman. I think we were just making words that.
Yes. No, you're singing Bushman.
Bushman.
No, it'll become Robert Hayes. It'll become obvious that it's Bushman that you're singing here by the lyrics. I just happened to
It
find
actually
this.
had nothing to do with the indigenous people of Australia.
No. This was a non sequitur, sort of.
This was something I learned when I was apprenticing to be a gardener.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
And I was following you.
Yeah, this happened at around 4:36 in the morning, following the big show there in the hills of Encino. And it sounds a little something like this.
Bushman, eat 'em up, yum. Bushman, I want into the Bushman, dig into the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, digging down the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, pussy willow too. Bushman, pussy willow Bushman, sucking down the tube. Bushman,
I remember so clearly. You
don't want anything to do with this, do you? I'm always up for.
Yeah, there you go.
I just remember we were recreating birth and then our very first words.
What was the song? Fishman or something?
No, it actually it was based on one of Shakespeare's sonnets. And it kind of wandered a little bit into Oscar Wilde, but
yeah, that's what alcohol sounds like at 4:36
Oh, no.
in the morning.
That was great. It was a great time. You know, we all had fun.
It was a lab experiment.
Yeah.
Now there you are, Bobby Hayes, 3 hours earlier on the Great Islands, and you have a beautiful view out your window. Are you at that window right now, or are you out in the sand? The great movie star Bobby
I'm
Hayes.
I'm on a wave. I just caught a wave, and I'm on a wave as we speak. It's a very quiet wave.
Yeah. So are you?
I'm looking out the window right here of my little bedroom here at a bunch of people, not a lot really, because it's never crowded, but we got people on the beach right here because it's a weekend. It's Saturday, and it's sunny. The clouds on the horizon are so pretty, and it's probably 85 or so. And there are little shore-break waves because there's a reef out there about a mile or half mile or a mile out, so that stops the waves coming in. But it's how else can I say it? It's pretty damn nice, man.
In a way that makes it interesting. Could you do that,
so
Bobby?
beautiful.
No.
Well, they don't.
Bushman.
Yeah, exactly. It fries your brain. It fries your brain. And when people say, "What does it look like?" and you don't have some flowery description, you kind of go,
Bushman.
Do you miss?
Well, those are the well-spoken ones.
Yeah.
Robert Hayes, do you miss the mainland?
Well, I miss my friends.
Right.
My friends and my family. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
But I miss California when it was still California. I miss when it was still a great state.
Yeah, it's
so
not
I
that
don't
anymore.
miss that. The taxes and
Right.
all the
Bad government.
stuff that I'm.
Bad government.
And you followed all this going on in the Palisades in Malibu, right?
Yeah. It was a deja vu.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding. Bobby lost his house on Malibu Lake so many years ago,
Yes.
which was the impetus of finally getting the hell out of L.A. and finding himself on the islands, myriad islands in Hawaii,
Right.
and living the life like a damn movie star. You're like a damn movie star, Robert Hayes.
In Recluse. Yeah, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. How about that? Did you ever meet Gene Hackman? Did you ever know the man?
I did, and I raced cars against him in a circuit that we did. It wasn't the Toyota Celebrity Race. It was a different...
Long Beach?
I think he was in that one, too. He was in one of those that I did, but this was the thing. We went around the country doing this. It was just a regular sports car, series. And he and I did in St. Louis. We were on the whatever that is. Is that the Mississippi or the Missouri that goes through St. Louis?
One of
I can't
those.
remember.
Yeah.
One of the big rivers. But there was an old
by the way, Mississippi.
Paddle boat.
Mississippi. Yes.
Okay. One of the old river boats, big circular stern wheel paddle boats.
Of
And
course.
they were redoing it, and they had a thing set up in this all torn apart boat. And Tommy Lasorda was there, and Gene and I were there, and they were interviewing us. They interviewed Lasorda, and then they interviewed Gene and me, and I just loved him. I thought he was great. I mean, he was a great actor, but I also just thought he was a really great guy. Very, very intense, but really, really cool.
Yeah, how weird was that news, man? That a guy of such stardom could be gone for so long, and nobody even looked up his old address.
Well, what do you mean looked up his old address?
Well, it's an old joke.
what do you
but
mean?
No one even visited the dude, obviously, for 10 days or so. I mean, it's freaky.
It's not. I mean, to me, it's not. He's 95 years old.
Yeah,
and
yes.
he's in the advanced stages of Alzheimer's.
Right.
And his wife had medical problems. Apparently, she was the one taking care of him.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess his kids they kind of lost. They were a
Touch.
bit estranged from each
Right.
other. But the wife, she had medical problems. She was like 30 years younger, 25 or 30 years younger.
Yeah, in her
But
60s.
she had medical problems, and she died first.
Yeah.
So that's why when she died, and they had the
He probably wasn't even. I even said this on the day that this thing hit. I said she probably wasn't. He wasn't aware that she was gone because of his Alzheimer's. And P.S. You know, we're sending people up in space, and we obviously so many years ago we made it to the moon. Damn it! Can't we come up with a cure for some of these nasty friggin' diseases?
It's called senility, and you're not going to stop senility. It's not all. It is Alzheimer's, but it's
no, they can do it.
Yes,
there are things they're working on. They are actually working on, and there are people that have found out that actually, Dr. Gundry is one of them. A guy named Bredesen, Dr. Bredesen, wrote a book called The End of Alzheimer's. And which I never got to finish. It's toast now, but he wanted to do a whole study group with the group of patients, Alzheimer's patients, and he tried to get a grant, and they said, no, we don't like that. It's a non-traditional thing. We want you to use medicine. And he said, well, I've got this thing, though. I mean, this is showing a lot of promise.
Right.
We don't care. We want you to focus on medicine. We want you to do it this way and this way and this way. He said, well, I've got my own protocol, and I've really worked on this, and it really is making sense. It's working really well. And they said, typical FDA, you know, the National Institutes of Health, and they said, no, you got to do it our way. We're not giving you any money. You can't do it. So he had to go get the money on his own. But there was a guy, one guy, he's an older gent, and he had a stationery store, and he had opened his second one. And he was going to open two more, have four, and then he wanted to leave these to his son and daughter, his family, his kids, to run it. Then he started getting the Alzheimer's. It started coming on. And he knew that while he still had some wits about him, that he canceled the two additional news stores and started consolidating everything because he wanted to make it simpler for them, because they didn't, that would have been too much for him to handle. He got into the test group with this doc.
Right, and they said, no, we want medicine.
They started eating. He started doing what the doc wanted him to do.
All right.
And he comes into the doc, and he says, Doc, I'm feeling so much better. He says, I think this stuff is really actually working the way you have the eating, and it was all diet. It was all diet related.
Right.
And so he said, I think I'm going to go ahead and open those other stores now. I mean, it was just amazing. So, if everything you watch, every single news program you watch, just take a look.
Right.
And at the opening of it, does it say, brought to you by Pfizer?
Yeah, of course.
Or brought to you by Moderna?
Okay, we've gone down a rabbit
Every
hole
single
here,
one.
Bob. But I think another reason that it is so wonderful, of the myriad reasons why Trump is in charge now, this right to try is a great thing, which of course he has brought back. Those on their deathbeds have the right to try things that are experimental. I mean, they're dying anyway. Might as well give it a shot. That's just common sense.
You call these things basic human rights? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby.
Hey, Robert Hayes, I every time we speak, I tell you the same damn thing. I miss you dearly. I wish you were here, but I'm glad you're not, because you're not here in the formerly great state of California.
Oh, it's such a mess.
Because it's a mess, and it sucks, and we're run by friggin' idiot sticks. Not that Hawaii is run by menses, but at least you're loving life, and you're a surfer, and you're where you have wanted to be, I think, for most of your life, being a San Diego boy and all. You are one of the great friends, and I love you dearly. The fact that you took time out of your busy schedule of eating and drinking on a Saturday to call me and wish me happy birthday is very nice.
Walking down and falling face first into the nice, gentle surf.
What a life, man! I'm telling you, if I didn't know any better, you were living the life of a movie star. You should have been a movie star, Robert Hayes.
Living the life of Riley. I feel like William Bendix.
Who, by the way, I always forget to mention this. Bob is an aficionado of Wisconsin, loves Wisconsinites, because his buddies are the ones that put together Airplane One, for God's sakes. Wisconsin fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, David, and Jim.
Yep.
And God bless Jim Abrams,
Yep.
who passed away just a few months ago.
Yeah.
And one of the really, really wonderful people I've never met. He's great. All three of those guys are just the best.
Yeah.
But, that was sad. But Wisconsin is a great place. We had so much fun back there filming things, travel things, forum tourist things. It was great.
Yeah.
But
we have many folk that listen and watch us there in Wisconsin, and we love them dearly. And Robert, I love you dearly.
we love you too. But as my sister says, who loves the titles to country western songs,
yeah.
How can I miss you if you won't go away?
There you go. Bobby Hayes, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to us. The great Bobby Hayes. Yeah.
Happy birthday, my boy.
All right.
I love you a bunch.
Yeah, I love you, man. He always calls me my boy.
Bushman, eat 'em up, yum. Bushman, I want into the Bushman, dig into the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, digging down the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, pussy willow too. Bushman, pussy willow Bushman, sucking down the tube. Bushman. You don't want anything to do with this, do you? I'm always up for.
would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Celebration. Oh, yeah. Got to be thrown off YouTube for playing that song. Copyrighted. Happy birthday. Wow, it was a myriad celebrity call-ins today, wishing yours truly happy birthday. And Mark C.G. Boyer brought over a cake. Look at this, which if you're watching us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, it's being lit slowly but surely, as we've been lit slowly but surely throughout the show today. I almost forgot. A couple presents from Pete. Where's my meat? Our incredible writer there in Oregon. This one says, happy birthday, Matt. Love, Bob Bopicka. By the way, that was a name we gave our general manager in San Diego when Pete was producing me there. Don't forget to get your picks in for the big, what? I can't read this. NAA, I don't know. Anyway, look at this. One of the gifts from Pete Coburn. This is pretty cool. BuyMeABourbon.com.
What is it? Oh, it's a sign.
BuyMeABourbon.com.
Cool.
That's sweet. So let that be a lesson to you. BuyMeABourbon.com on my birthday. Also,
Pete makes all the money. I love it.
Also, some sort of Asian Greg Brady thing. I don't. It's like a Pikachu, but not.
Oh, it's a pod.
What's it called?
A pod.
What? A pod?
It's like a little head.
Oh, and then hold on, Trump, take America back. That's
plushie?
That's beautiful.
Is that a plushie?
And hold on, I think there's more. Okay, what the hell is this? Is this another one of those? Oh no, this is. Oh God, here we go. Oh, it is a Brady Bunch, Greg Brady doll. Yeah, we're both aficionados of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
We have the bobblehead over there somewhere.
Yeah, that was gifted me by Greg Brady, Barry Williams, and our beautiful man out there stoking the fire on the barbecue, Billy Dilly, broke the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, not Billy.
Yeah, broke it. But the good news is...
What's your favorite episode of the Brady Bunch?
Well, it's the one where Marcia is driving the car for the first time, trying to pick up Peter. Something like that. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something here. Producing the show.
Your candles are going out because the wicks are disappearing.
Okay, hold on. I got to get over there.
Yeah.
And now I forgot what I was looking for. Okay. Thanks to Billy Dilly. Thanks to my brother Marty, who just his head exploded over the last 6 minutes. You didn't hear that. Should have had it on mic. My lovely Lori Downey Jr. always fetching. Here to celebrate my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, the great Mark C.G. Boyer. And you know I'm kidding when I say the great. But I will be over there to blow out them candles.
They're going out. Hurry up.
My thanks to Tony Orlando, Robert Hayes, Rusty Humphreys, Evan Sayet. Who am I forgetting? Several people. Rick Dees. There are several more.
Truck driver.
These candles are going out.
Okay.
You better come over here and
let
make
me
a
get
wish.
over there. Hey,
Jesus
thank
Christ.
you for making this a great birthday celebration. I know you could be anywhere right now, but you've chosen Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. I appreciate that from the bottom of my bottom, from the bottom of my heart.
Hurry up.
God bless you. I love
your wishes are diminishing.
He doesn't have many to blow out.
I love you,
hurry up.
Alexandra, 20 million times around the earth. Mom and Dad, love you.
Oh.
And as my buddy...
There goes another one.
My buddy...
Oh, my God.
My mentor, Milt Larson,
We have 3
would
left.
say...
Hurry up.
Bumblebees can't fly.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matt.
Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday.